high. I hope they can feel all the passion I put in it, and you see it in my eyes. Yeah, I'm coming up, you see the rise. So come out and play, I don't see the need to hide. I feel like I'm the last man standing. 4-5 sitting on my dresser like a bandit. Oh my, why you scared? There ain't no need to panic. I'm on a wave that could sink the Titanic. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah, oh, Cowboy Records. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Hey Ross, sauce it up.
Whoa. I've been feeling the love, I've been feeling the vibe. I hope they can feel all the passion I put in it, and you see it in my eyes. Yeah, I'm coming up, you see the rise. So come out and play, I don't see the need to hide. I feel like I'm the last man standing.
Woo! I love staying in shape, especially when I run out of booze. I gotta run to the liquor store. But I never go anywhere without my shot sock. That's right, the shot sock. You might think it's funny, but, well, it is funny. Enjoy. The shot sock for the man in your life who wears socks. Woo!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of Noonish. Man, another great show coming at you this week. I'm your host, Jonathan Anderson. J.A. in the house, baby. We got our special, awesome, always awesome co-host, El Grande Toro, Jonas Bull. Half man, half amazing, all hands, all fun, always ready, always on time. Mr. Mark Clayton in the house.
You got a lot about
Speed
it.
kills.
Let's go.
Speed kills.
Yeah, man, and hey, my big bro right here.
Yes.
He ain't a businessman. He's a business man up.
Out the business.
Coming
man.
at you,
Yes.
big bro TK Tim
Yes.
Klund.
Shout out.
Joining us this week on Noonish,
Yeah.
man. It's gonna be a great show.
TK in the building.
Yeah,
Cheers
man.
to y'all out there on
Hey,
lunch
hold on.
break.
We got a cheers, man. It's a PED, performance enhancing drinks. Cheers right here. You know, getting it in before the show starts. Get right. TK, what's up, man? How you been, bro?
Man, they're doing awesome.
Yeah.
Been rocking and rolling, running crazy, as you know, and got a lot of great things going on. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a good year here in Texas for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
we can kind of say you're the man that brought Noonish together. You know, you
Well, a little
introduced
bit.
me and Mark a few years back, man. You
Yeah.
made this thing possible.
Well,
man.
that's, with the celebrity games we have coming up, and as we were discussing before we came on, they're going to be at the new Globe Life Field.
Yeah.
That's Globe Life Park where the Rangers play.
Nice.
And one of the things I love about that weekend is that weekend for that celebrity game is going to be, we're going to have a veterans co-ed game first, a veteran influencers.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go into the celebrity co-ed game,
Yep.
which obviously both those games got canceled last year.
Yeah.
The great thing about that weekend is we get to raise some funds for some great charities like Bodes of Honor,
Nice.
which is a foundation that gives scholarships back to children of fallen heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is something that's close to me, Save Our Children, Veterans for Child Rescue,
Yeah.
with my man Craig Sawman Sawyer, who's a SEAL Team 6 guy, who, when he retired, dedicated to his life to help fighting sex trafficking along the Arizona border,
Nice.
where they're coming through,
Yeah.
and has done an amazing job in helping federal and state authorities on locating children and arresting the perpetrators. And so both of those will be our charities of choice for that event.
Yeah.
Globe Life Park, June 12th. And but the best thing about those games is individuals
Yeah.
get to make new relationships, meet new people, and
Oh, yeah.
expand their brand and have a lot of fun and moving forward and
Yeah.
doing great
what we
things.
hear.
It's
So
a prime
that's what we
example
do.
right here,
That's
man.
how we hear.
That's
Yeah,
what
man.
we do.
Yes,
you know?
I love it. I love it. So,
Dude.
save for these shirts, bro. Like, how, that's a dope shirt. Little
Yeah,
Marshawn Lynch going on.
Well, we started
Short
the
season.
baby, we got
Beast mode, baby.
to try to get some JA guns. Trying to build them JA guns after that 5.0 50 year, but it's struggling. So, so we do these through our website, verbunited.com, and people who buy this, we donate the money back to Veterans for Child Rescue.
Nice. Are there any websites affiliated with the charity game that you were
The charity
talking about?
game is in process right now. It is up. It's called CelebritySoftballClassic.org.
Okay.
Nice.
CelebritySoftballClassic.org. It used to be Memorial Day Celebrity Softball Game, but so hard to get it right around that Memorial Day.
Yeah,
and
right.
with the new stadium and moving forward, future years, we just ended up saying, hey, let's change the name. Well, we got a chance. We only had one game of the last one, and then we had a year off, so we're just going to rebrand it and have a lot of fun moving forward.
Nice. Yeah, it's always a lot of fun out there.
And then we have the obviously the October game,
Yeah, that's it.
UT versus OU.
Hook 'em. Hey, how's that make you feel right there, Mark? How's that make you feel?
That makes me feel nothing. Y'all done shit.
Hey, we still got our pinky and our pointers, though.
Especially since in our last game we had 2019, OU won.
Yeah.
OU won our last game in
Yeah,
2019.
they did. They've been
So,
winning all the games, man.
Oh yeah,
Well,
so
the ones that matter.
Jeez.
well, let's see. We had 3 games. So the first game we tied,
Yeah.
and we weren't doing overtime.
Right.
We just called it a tie. Second
Right.
year UT won.
Right.
Third year OU won.
Right.
What's crazy about it though is whoever has won that game has won the weekend game.
Wow, that's crazy.
So
Wow.
if you remember, like when UT won, OU
Dick
when
in the
UT
kicker.
won in 18,
Yeah.
Upset.
yeah, then UT came and upset OU that year,
Yeah.
and then last year they were kind of going UT's going to beat OU,
Yep.
and then
Right.
OU won the Thursday night game. Then OU beat UT
Yeah.
in what they considered more of an upset, and it wasn't even a beat. That was beat down
And that's
last
when
year.
OU started that uptrend with that bad defense we was talking about. Them
Oh,
boys were
yeah.
good.
They did. They showed up.
Yeah. Actually, that game in 18 after UT won, that's after they fired Stoops after that OU UT game because of the defense.
How did they beat Kyler Murray, bro? Was that Kyler Murray's year?
When they went up and down. No.
And Kyler Murray-
That was Kyler Murray's year.
Yeah, that was Kyler Murray's year.
Yeah,
'Cause they
no,
didn't
it
beat
was
Baker.
no. They beat Kyler. Yeah, they beat Kyler. That was
Yeah.
Kyler's year.
Yeah,
When
that's
they were
crazy.
ranked. They were ranked. Oh, I don't think UT was. Maybe if they were ranked, they were 18, 19, 20, 25
yeah.
somewhere. They were way down the line.
Yeah.
They came in upset. So the cool thing is, so far that Thursday night game is setting the tone for the weekend.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
crazy.
So, which is a
man.
lot of fun, and it's always fun. It's great to see because even though you're OUUT, what's fun for me is as much as they hate each other, they love each other. So you see guys, McConaughey's out there, Toby
Right.
Keith, and everybody's having fun hanging out, and vice versa. Those guys are coming to OU side. As soon as somebody hits the ball,
Yeah.
oh, it's game on.
Yeah.
I hate that burnt orange. I hate that crimson red. It's game on, and I'm telling you, McConaughey, like. His mama needs to wash his uniform and put the Band-Aid on his knee after every game. I mean,
Yeah.
he's bleeding.
He's
I mean, he
Yeah,
just
he's
the ball's hit the center field. He's at shortstop, just dumps in the dirt, just to get dirty. I think. I mean, that boy's just. I mean, at the end of the game, that's like, man, you played like 5 games.
Yeah, he's like, that's
so
what he gets.
Roger Clemens. I mean, so
He knows how
myself,
to
Roger
connect.
Clemens, Matthew McConaughey, and
He's
Toby
all-
Keith all
he's all
partnered up
in.
on
Yeah,
this,
he's
and
awesome.
it benefits their foundation.
That's
So
dope.
That is
it's just
awesome.
a great way again to get all those guys together and have a great way to kick off a weekend. It's a great family reunion.
And bring
to get to every
awareness,
see everybody
man.
for that
Bring
weekend.
great awareness
So-
to these charities.
So, all right, you had amazing game.
Yep.
Tons of celebrities.
Oh,
tons
tons.
of relationships. You send a text, they're like, yeah, of course, we're there. We're supporting.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Like, where'd all these relationships? We got the game.
Man, it's
and all
crazy.
that.
So-
Like, who is TK?
Who is
I'm going to give you the
People know
real
where-
quick version.
where you
So
from?
The quick version.
grew up in Southeast Missouri, Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Yeah.
Mizzou.
Had a chance to go to Southeast Missouri State. Had too much fun my senior year after I signed my letter. Southeast Missouri State head coach was nice enough to say,
Maybe at the wrong time.
Hey, Cedric the Entertainer, SEMO, he's SEMO alum.
Yeah.
Big
Oh,
Ced
yeah?
is, yeah.
Big Ced?
And
That's my boy
Edgar
right
Jones.
there. Edgar Simo.
Edgar Jones, number 9. He wore number 9 in college too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggie did.
Nina.
So anyway, and there's a lot. There's I can't remember the center for the Patriots that won 3 Super Bowls.
The guy on
He was the
ESPN
center
right
for
now?
Patriots.
No, I'm thinking about the Colts.
Yeah, he played at SEMO.
Okay.
There's SEMO actually has a lot of NFL guys that end up making the league. So anyway, went there, got kicked out of college before I went to college. My dad was smart enough to say, you know what, I'm going to get you a job tomorrow. And he was very upset to the fact that, number 1, I lost scholarship. Number 2, he has to take another day off. He had to take a day off to talk to the coach. Now he's got to take another day off, so he's really upset. So 8 a.m. the next day, there's my job choices: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You're picking one of these today." I'm like, "There's no way I'm going JUCO. No, you're not going anywhere. You're going in one of these." So I ended up going to Air Force. Short story, ended up going to Philippines for my first 2 years, which was really great.
Yeah.
And went to Colorado Springs, Peterson Air Force Base for my final 4.5 years, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I had a great career in the Air Force. I got to play on the base team softballs. I actually played on base team soccer and base team softball in the Philippines, so we traveled the whole Pacific.
That's why you love softball.
That's all Air
Yeah.
Force is softball.
Yeah.
event.
That's what happened. So
That's-
then when I got to the States, I actually played, base team, and then I got on the All Air Force team as a alternate starting off before I actually got to play with them full time. And then,
Nice.
and then I was playing on some travel teams, some civilian travel teams, and
Putting them tax dollars to use.
oh man, well yeah, I had a colonel come in. And I was like, yeah, the colonel come in and said, taxpayers don't pay people to play softball, and I was like, man, I didn't make the rules up here, so
Yeah, they do.
so I'm just following your rules.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
so he said, "You go make a career out of this," and I said, "Well, it's probably going to depend on this conversation." And the conversation was, I guess I wasn't going to make a career.
Yeah.
So I got early out. I actually got out early to go back to SEMO.
Yeah.
And my little brother had just finished his sophomore year there. He was All-American as a safety. And
Okay.
so I went back to play with him. And then I learned
Give him a
some.
shout. What's little bro's name, man?
Greg Klund, yeah. Greg
Yeah.
Klund, Southeast
What'd you
Missouri
play?
Safety.
What'd you play?
He was safety.
What was you playing?
They had me at linebacker.
Oh, you was a
Yeah.
linebacker.
Yeah,
You was
linebacker,
still-
fullback.
You headbutts? Like,
Oh, you know how I grew up. My dad taught me, like, when you hit somebody, one or two, somebody you knocked out on every hit.
Yeah.
It's your decision on who it is. It's either going to be them or you, but somebody needs to be knocked out on every time you
that's
hit somebody,
awesome.
right? So
Yeah.
thanks a lot, Dad, for those 7 concussions, by the way. Anyway, we went in that, and then a friend of mine talked me out of going to college, and I went into manufacturing home sales, did great, ended up getting recruited down here for a Fortune 500 company, Oakwood Homes, who's on the NASDAQ. And then I was in a car accident in 2000, actually killed myself, fell asleep driving home, had to have my whole face replaced. And while I was sitting at home, my wife, Jessica, was like, "What's the game plan? You go back?" Or, I had about 4 months of recovery. I mean, I looked like the dude off Goonies. My face was all over, head was all over. But yeah, I looked pretty much, yeah. My brother came in the hospital room, and he was like, "Dude, have you looked in the mirror yet?" And I was like, I'm laying there like, don't even know who I am. And he was like, "Don't look in the mirror, dude. You look like the dude off Goonies." And he wasn't lying. My eyeballs kind of down here. It's the only way they had to they actually redid my entire face on my 30th birthday, which was October 13th, 2000.
Libra in the house.
Friday 13th,
Yeah.
which was a Friday. So, my
13th.
Catholic mother was like, "Oh, I don't know about this. It's not a good idea." I was like, "If I die, I'd die. We're doing this. We're getting this over with." So anyway, I was sitting at home. I was watching Jerry Maguire. My wife comes home from work.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What's the game plan? You go back to mobile homes? What are you doing?" I said, "No, I'm done with 7 days a week." And we were making great money, but I was like, "There's just something else I need to do." And I was like, "I think I'm going to be a Jerry Maguire."
Yeah.
And if you can see, and you all know my wife,
Yeah.
and so that look she usually has when she's looking at me, but this was more expanded. That look where she was like,
Hold on. Is it the 6
Yeah,
o'clock? Is it the
yeah.
6 p.m. look, or is it the
6
10:30
or is it
p.m.
6
look?
a.m. coming in from the boys? Like, I wasn't driving, so I got stuck with them. So she's like, "Hold on a second, you don't even know an athlete.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't even go to college.
Yeah.
Man.
How are you going to be a Jerry Maguire?
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do for money? Like, we need to go see your doctor. You've literally hit your head too hard, right?"
Yeah.
Obviously,
And I said, "No, I just,
more money coming
yeah."
in.
I said, "No, I just think I'll
I'm
be
gonna
good
have
with
to work
that."
now. Like,
Well, yeah, she was working.
This dollar sign
No,
just
she
like
was
going down,
actually
man.
she was actually carrying it. She was working at the Federal Bureau of Prisons in Fort Worth.
Oh wow.
So
Oh,
she
man.
so she was actually carrying. She was a executive assistant for the warden and the captain.
it was like, I'm not gonna be the only fucking one.
Pretty much. And I was trying to write it. I was trying to go write it out as long as I could on her payroll.
Wow.
But no, that wasn't going to last long with the goddess. So we ended up. A friend of mine from mobile homes called me and said, "Hey, there's this new industry called debt settlement,
Yeah.
and come get in debt settlement with us, and we need you to come in and run the sales force. And we have a VP here. He's getting relieved, but as soon as he leaves, we're going to push you up."
And that's where we met.
Yeah.
I actually, in the off season, I go and work for TK.
Yeah,
But
that's what he would do.
uh,
Yeah.
it was
Well,
fun.
a friend referred to us, and I was like, "Yeah, come on in." And we get him working. And so then I got recruited from there to another debt settlement. But literally probably about a month after starting at that new corporate job, And I was happy. It's Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, what are you talking about? No Saturdays or Sundays?
Chilling.
Like,
Big office. On the
what?
corner.
Like,
A
I'm in on this
weekend,
deal.
a
Like,
weekend.
hold on, what? I got free weekends? Like, I never had free weekends since I got out of the airport, so like 6 years. So what happened is I went to meet a friend at a restaurant, and I go in. I'm about an hour early. Nobody's there. I sit up at the bar. It's me, empty chair, another brother sitting over here. Hey, yeah, give me a drink. He's like, man, you want to do a shot with me? So, man, I'll do a shot with you. You know, we do a shot, ching. And, you know, who are you? I'm TK. What do you do? I'm in sales. What do you know, who are you? I'm retired. I'm Lemuel Stinson.
Yeah.
I said, Lemuel Stinson.
What?
And I said, man, that name. I said, that name sounds familiar.
Lemu.
Yeah, he goes, well, everybody called me Lemonhead. He's laughing. And if y'all know Stinson, he got that little gap between his teeth. You know, he's laughing. And so we were chatting, and I said, well, what do you do? He said, well, I'm retired. And I said, retired, man? You look pretty young to be retired. He's like, oh, I just got out of the NFL. And I was like, Stinson from the Bears?
Yeah.
And he's like, man, you know me? I was like, number 32. He's like, you know, I said, man, I'm a huge Bears fan.
Yeah.
Move this seat out. We'd come down here. It's just boom, boom, boom. My guy showed up. I was half liquored up for that meeting by the time he got there.
Yeah.
I gave Stinson my card, didn't think twice about it. About 2 weeks later, he called me. I didn't notice the number. I answered it. Hey, man, Stinson.
Yeah.
Who? It's Stinson. That's how he talks, right?
Yeah. Hard.
Yeah, it's Stinson.
Yeah.
Straight WWF.
I'm going, what the hell? Like English, right? So finally he slowed it down enough for me. He's like, Lemuel Stinson from the Bears. I was like, Stinson, yeah, okay. And so we started chatting. He's like, man, I want you to handle all my marketing. I was like, dude, I don't know nothing about this. So here's my Jerry Maguire moment.
Man, tell me
Right.
out. Hold on. So this is kind of crazy because this is what Adi talked about when Golden Tate gave him that chance. It was just one dude that gave him the chance to put him on, and then
That's what happened. I mean, so that's what
Young
happened.
Money APAA.
And so here's my
That's
Jerry
crazy.
Maguire moment, and I'm kind of like, man, I don't think I can do this, you know? And I said, man, I don't want you to put your financial future in my hands. I don't even know
Started
if I can
down
do this.
yourself. That's that demon.
Well, yeah, I was
That's
like,
that
man,
devil,
I don't think. And Stinson was like,
Listen to that.
no, you can do it. You got the gift. I promise you, go do great at this.
Yeah.
And he said, whatever we make, I'll give you 50%. And I was like, dude, I got money. Whatever we make, you can keep.
Yeah.
If you're willing to take a chance, I'll take a chance.
Yeah.
And so all the athletes and pro athletes I've ever worked with, I've never charged them.
Wow.
It's just been
Yeah.
relationship. I
Best
never,
fees in the business.
I never wanted employee-employee relationship. I made money.
Yeah,
My
dude,
thing was, I
that's
just want
crazy.
friends.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I just
what's
be
up.
friends, right?
So just so y'all know, typically it's 15 to 20%
Yeah.
for
Be about 50% if it was
marketing.
TK running your stuff, but we're gonna let you give a break. But so no, it was just, you know, it was like, man, I like these guys. And the other thing is, you know, you always read about people taking advantage of athletes.
Yeah.
And I never want to be in that position where somebody could say, hey, TK made money off me, or he did this off me. So it was always like, man, I'll do anything I can to help you.
Yeah.
We're good. So because of that, it wasn't like TK's work for me, vice versa. I'm working for them. We're family.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. We ended up being family. We did everything together. And then he introduced me to Super Bowl MVP Larry Brown,
Yep.
whose mom came and worked for me before it was over with,
Yep.
Miss Sandy, who I
Yep.
love, who's my other mom. And that's what I always ask LB when I see him, like, how my mom doing. Y'all know I'm her favorite still. But
Dallas Cowboys.
Larry
Super Bowl
Brown,
MVP,
tell my mom I said, hey.
Right.
So love you, Mom.
24.
So yeah, then it just took off from there in the retired field, right?
Yeah.
And then Houston had a Super Bowl, and I started working with retired guys. So we all went to Super Bowl in Houston,
Yep.
and I did was kind of partially in an event party down there. And after that event, I told my wife, like, I'm doing my own Super Bowl party next year.
Yeah.
Almost the same look when I told her I want to be a Jerry Maguire, and she's like, "What the hell you know about throwing a party?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well,
Hey,
I was like, babe, how do you think I got through high school
TK
without
know how to
working?"
throw a party.
Oh yeah.
And be the
TK
life of
throws
that
the
motherfucker.
ball.
Oh, we run that party.
dog.
And be the life of
Noonish.
That you don't want to miss.
TK.
Oh, you don't want to. You
don't
don't
wanna
want to be the
miss.
person that wakes up the next day finding out you
Right.
missed that event.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I told my wife, I said, "What are you talking about? My whole high school years, I made money by throwing keggers at the river.
Yeah.
And how do you do it? You get the alcohol, you get music, you
Yeah.
charge the guys, you let the girls drink free.
Yeah.
This ain't really much
not
different
rocket
what this
science.
Super Bowl party is here. I'm
Yeah.
looking like there ain't much
If you
difference
go to
here.
Kegger at the river, a Super Bowl party downtown or somewhere is the same.
This piece of pie. So we ended up doing it in
Yeah.
Jacksonville. And the other thing is, you know, what happened is all haters started, and they weren't really hating. They're just like, you're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. And that's what started driving
They
me.
didn't want to see
Right?
you do
Because
it.
I was
It's
like,
what they wanted.
yeah, so it was just more,
That's
I'm going
the
to show
drive.
them
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
get
yeah.
this done, right?
Exactly.
So we actually had a
Everybody
Super
don't
Bowl.
get
Oh, everybody.
Mhm.
We had a Super Bowl
Everybody.
party in Jacksonville. We were voted #1 Super Bowl party by the Detroit Free Press in Jacksonville.
Wow.
The same people that. So again, everything I do, whenever I want to do something, #1. So
Man.
because we open to the public,
Yeah.
right? It wasn't like
Yeah.
Maxim where it's super $2,500 ticket,
Yeah.
corporate type. It was like, come on,
Yeah.
right? We had like 3,000 people at the
You got to
party.
pay to get in.
The
Gotta pay to get in.
The police come?
But it gonna be no.
Maxed out prices.
We had no issues. Like the night before, somebody was shooting gunshots in the parking lot, and I was like, "Oh man, I hope this don't happen tomorrow night."
All right.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good party. But what happened is, so we had that. I mean, and we were the only one. This is really before Super Bowl parties are what they even are now.
Yeah.
So-
What year is this?
2005 in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So what happened is, like everything I do, whenever I want to do something, I just learned from Tony Robbins. You just find the expert, go copy him.
Yeah.
So what happened is the people who did the event in Houston were the same people that do the Maxim party. And they have a company called Toast, and they're still around. And Todd Cooper from Toast, who's a great friend of mine, they did the Coors Light party at Super Bowl. They did the Maxim party. They're the ones who really created. They're the ones who created like what Super Bowl parties are today.
Yeah,
Toast did, right?
The way we
They're the ones who do it to that level. So I went and talked to Todd and said, "Hey, can you help me with this?" And they were already being paid by these other companies. So he was like, "Yeah, I'll help you if you can help me out with let me get some people in there."
Yeah.
Dude, I'll bring who you want.
Man.
So we worked together on that. The great news is there's nothing going on Thursday night. We're the only party.
Man.
So if you're a celebrity in town, like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon,
you want something to do,
they
you
were,
have to worry about people.
Jeff
holding
Gordon,
you back.
you name it.
Yeah.
If they were in town, they were at our event.
Yeah.
So TK's there like, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? How you
In that
doing?
room, man.
And so, that's where everybody's giving me numbers. D Wood, at that party, Darren Woodson introduced me to Julius Jones.
Yeah.
So we were kind of up in a suite. It's me, Shannon Sharp,
Notre
Robert
Dame.
Woodson.
Notre Dame, Julius Jones.
Oh yeah, Darren Woodson. And here comes Jay Jones comes wandering in, and D Wood's like, "Dude, come up here." He had just finished his rookie year at the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So he hung out with me and Jess. We all of us all partying up. Chris Berman's like right here, Elway. Great time.
Yeah.
And so we go through the whole weekend. We went to Maxim party and had a great time. And what's funny at Maxim party is you got all these lines. They make people wait on purpose.
Yeah.
So you got Bruce Smith in line, and you got all these big celebrities
They
in
want
line.
people to see him.
So what happens is I come in, I'm texting my guy Todd. I'm like, "We're here."
Yeah.
And he's like, "TK, come on." Bypass the table. Hell.
Yeah.
Come on, Mom, let's go.
Yeah.
So we were hanging out with Regina King at that one, which was really cool. She had just finished Ray, I think, at that time, or maybe she was working on Ray.
Yeah.
But she was really cool hanging out with. So
She's on the Steve Harvey
Jamie
show.
Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Regina
King.
Regina King.
She was on Jamie's.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
with Trey Charles, the Ray.
Gotcha.
So I think she had just finished that. But anyway, so it was just, again, you're meeting and greeting all these people. And then after Super Bowl, we came home like 2 weeks later. Jessica and I were going up to a suite for the Mavs game. And you know how when you're at the Mavs, you kind of like NASCAR, constantly following the corner around, right? It's never a straight shot hardly. So we're kind of coming around the corner. Here comes Jay Jones, right? And we're like, "Dude, what the hell? Where are you going?" "I'm supposed to be in this suite. Where are you going?" "Man, I got a corporate suite over here."
Yeah.
So he came with us and hung out partying.
Nice.
So then Jay Jones and I started building a relationship.
Jerry Jones can party, by the way.
I'll
tell you that.
Y'all
No,
see
Jamie,
that-
hey,
and he
I
can
got
rap
to
too.
do
Y'all
this
see that
party
Papa
one
John's?
time, and it was amazing.
Y'all remember that Papa John's commercial?
The only other person's party you don't want to miss is Jay Jones. Yeah, Jerry Jones. If you can get that invite, like I'll be there a day early, Jerry. I'll help set up tables before I get registered in.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did that, and then also like Rayfield Wright went in the Hall of Fame, and we did his Hall of Fame party. You know, at that time, retired players at Rayfield's right, they got some money, they don't have money to throw the big events.
Yeah.
And Troy went in at the same time, so Troy actually had his party inside at the I think it's called Glendale Country Club. We tinted up the whole parking lot.
Was Troy's party a little upscale, kind of quiet?
No, they had Pat Green there, and I love Pat Green, but
Pat Green.
but you know what I do?
So like,
So what I do is I call my boy Richard Street of the Temptations
yeah,
and said, "Let's bring the Temps in for Rayfields."
yeah,
So we had the Temptations there.
nice.
So and we owned that up to the public. We're the ones who changed the way Hall of Fame does their parties now, because what
Nice.
happened is, if you remember, they used to have the 1 o'clock, and then you sit there all day, and then about 6 o'clock all the inauguration stuff's over
Gold
with, right?
jackets and stuff.
All that's over with, and then you go do your things. The
Yeah.
problem is that retired players, if they don't have money, they just don't really. They might go to a restaurant and eat. While the
Yeah.
big athletes, they have their own big private parties.
Yeah,
But everybody's leaving these other guys out.
yeah,
So Rayfield was the one like, "Can you help us out?" So we did it. So what happened? We sold tickets to it.
yeah.
Right, so I had all the old Cowboys. I had young guys coming in, but we set it up next to Troy's so people could come in and out of both.
Yeah,
right, pay
nice.
respects to both.
Nice.
The problem is our door was on that end. Troy's door was kind of on the back end. So you would have to walk from Troy's all the way around the tent to come in this way.
Yeah.
So Temptation's playing. I see security running towards the back of the tent. Tent's lifting up. Like, man, what the hell? You know, what's going on? And who comes through? Pat Smith.
Man.
Here comes Emmett in. Here comes Mike in.
Yeah.
I said, Mike,
Them boys.
why didn't you just walk around?
Yeah.
This is shorter.
Yeah.
Right?
Saving
No.
energy, baby.
Yeah, no. Mike holding it up like you're going into a WWE ring, right?
Yeah.
Here come Miss
Yeah.
Pat. Everybody trying to help him in, like, what the hell? So, I mean, and then we have Michael Irvin on stage singing.
That's
Drew
good
Pearson,
line.
Drew
That's good
Pearson,
line.
who's just getting in the Hall of Fame. He's going to. DP was singing on stage. So we had a great time. That was a great party. You know, so just things like that we've had, and then it's just relationships keep building and building. And then I've never had a website. It's always been a referral. Like you just need to talk to my guy TK, and so that's just kind of how it built. And then I've kind of, I was in the corporate world as well. And then I was executive vice president of corporate world, and we were the ones who started the commercials. You know, if you're $10,000 debt or not, call this number.
Yeah.
So I started that side of the industry for debt settlement. And then in 2008, I had shareholders that brought me in and was like, when the economy is taking a hit, said, we need to fire about half this company, which had been about 125 people.
Yeah.
And I'd already pretty much been like, I'm tired of making everybody else money.
Yeah.
I want to go make TK money.
Yeah.
And so I'd already thought they were bringing me and fire me.
Yeah.
So I was already prepared, like, okay. It's like, I'm almost like actually excited.
Please fire me. Yeah.
Almost. And we get in, they're like, we need you to fire half the company. I was like,
Can't do that.
you know what? I'm not firing anybody. And one of the shareholders was like, if you can't do it, we'll find somebody who can. I said, that's a great idea. So are you firing me? Well, we're not firing you. We'll just find somebody to fire. I said, you know, forget it. I quit. Like, I don't even care. And so, I went home. I told Jessica I come home about 1 o'clock. And what are you doing home? Now she's home, stay at home.
Yeah.
You know, my kids are in elementary. And, what are you doing? I said, oh, yeah, it's a funny thing. I resigned today.
Yeah.
What are we going to do for money? I said, baby, don't worry about it. I'm TK. You know that.
Things went through her mind.
I said, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Come on again.
Don't worry about it. We, you with TK, we're gonna be all right. We got our asses handed us for 2 years. I mean, we were about ready to lose everything.
Yeah.
We couldn't find. I mean, I couldn't get hired at Target if I applied.
Yeah.
It was just that bad.
Overqualified.
Oh, way overqualified, right?
Easy.
And the other thing is you know what happens is when people start cutting levels of income, it's always the high salary people first, right? So I mean, there's an influx of Harvard graduates, and you know, all these people are hitting the market because they're getting fired from all these big corporations.
Yeah.
TK with no education
Yeah.
is like, let me look at my resume. Well, okay, I went to one semester of college in the Air Force. I made a 4.0, and I was like, shit, I'm leaving on top. I'm out here. I got softball. This shit's interfering with my softball life, and I can't, like, I got things to do. I'm made 4.0. I'm out of this deal.
MJ on him,
I ain't never going to
work
need
business interfering with my softball.
Kind of like, I felt like Allen Iverson, like, college?
Yeah.
We talking college.
Yeah.
So,
college, baby.
yeah, college? Come on, man. So anyway, and then what happened is another friend of mine called me from the Cowboys and said, hey, we got this performance mouthpiece in 2010. That's kind of what really changed us back, got us back on top. Said, hey, if you can help us get this in with the Cowboys, you know, we'll pay you a consultant. I was like, okay, great. So started with them. Then another company came and got me. Then by then we started our own company, PX3.
Mm-hmm.
And we took a $2,500 orthotic down to a $2,500 $800 orthotic. And I had probably 400 top athletes around the world. I mean, Premier League players, top rugby players, the guys from All Blacks. You know, I had swimmers, equestrians, you name it.
Yeah.
Everybody wearing it. Jamie and Jordy Ben.
A lot of the Texas Rangers.
Rangers. I had all the Rangers. EA, Hambone. Yeah, they had the lower one. Mm-hmm.
Bottom mouthpiece.
Toy Hunter, Martinez from, what's the name? He's played first. Victor Martinez.
Yep.
All of them. So what happened, though, is pro athletes want it free.
Yep.
Right? Okay, no problem.
Absolutely.
Right? 100%. The problem is NCAA and high school parents couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
Even if we'd give to them at $500.
Yeah.
And so in 2000, and we did a couple IRB approved studies with the Air Force showing that it increased VO2 max substantially greater than 5% on one study that got published. The other study we did, and I actually left right before it got finished, because at the end of 2016, I just told my partner, like, man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We need to create a product that can do what that product does, but it's less than $50 and we can go retail with it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do national TV commercials and, like, trust me. He's like, man, I'll never do that. And actually, there's the everlasting gobstopper. I'm not going to show you, but it's coming quickly.
Boom.
So be watching around July or August on your TVs. So,
and I just want to say, I tried it out, man, and it is crazy the way that it opens up your oxygen.
that's what it is. It's all about airflow.
It's nuts, man.
You need somebody to test one of those this weekend?
I'm telling you, it's absolutely
Maybe I
amazing.
put 50 miles on it this weekend.
Yeah,
You need one. The crazy thing is, with the 3-year study with the Academy, it was 350 D1 cadet athletes, all sports, boys and girls. And what happened is we were supposed to give each one of them one. My partner got a little excited, gave each one of them 3. So now you're $1,000 an athlete.
Wow.
So that's $350,000 times 3 years. Plus we had to pay a guy from the Academy to sit up there for $50,000 a year to actually monitor this study. So now you're out some money, right?
Yeah.
When you're trying to survive on everything else, and it should have just been a 1 year in and out.
If my numbers are right, isn't that around $1 million or so?
Oh yeah,
Few of them?
yeah. So the crazy thing is, so I was like, you know what, you can buy me out, and I took what they had at that time and left, and I still got my shares. But what happened is the study got finished, and the study showed a reduction in injuries and concussions at the Academy across the board in all sports by 73%.
Just because of the oxygen flow to the muscle.
Yeah, oxygen flow and jaw separation from the skull, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the top 3 years in Academy's history of ever winning.
Yeah.
So the colonel called me and he's like, man, it's crazy. You know, we've been winning everything, guys and girls. And I'm like, well, listen, if your number ones are in the game, you have a better chance of winning.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between number 1 and 2 sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Especially at those places.
Especially at your quarterbacks
That's like
or, you know.
we don't have the depth.
Right.
So you gotta have
got a guy?
performance out of your guys.
Right. So by being able to keep their guys in the game. And then again, what happens is with the performance mouth guard, here's competition, here's the person wearing it. You know, as the game goes, they get oxygen deficient. It's just these people fall off faster than these people.
Yeah.
So like Chris Harris from the Broncos, Chris Harris wore it since his rookie year. And, you know, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champ. I mean, the guy was top 3 for all the last decade. I think it was him, Darrell Revis, and Richard Sherman were top 3 DBs in the league for the last decade. And so what happened with Chris, with Houdini, because I call him the magician. He's a magician, so I call him Houdini. So Houdini, as his receiver, his competition as the game goes is getting weaker. He's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Right. He's just not fading as fast. So he's got tighter coverage. He's stronger in the fourth quarter, while everybody else isn't. So like Tracy Porter wore the original with the Saints when we fitted about 50% of the Saints. Tracy Porter intercepted Brett Favre in the fourth quarter to end that run for Favre to get him in the Super Bowl. And then if you remember. And if you look at the Saints season that year, they won all their games in the second half.
Yeah.
In the second half. They beat Favre in the second half. They beat Peyton Manning in the second half. If they go into halftime, Indy's winning.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Tracy Porter, like maybe fourth quarter, intercepts Peyton and takes it back to the house to seal the game. Right?
He never steps back.
That's right?
No
So,
PEDs.
No.
Mouthpiece.
Only oxygen. It's just all about oxygen is your fuel for the body, right? And what happens is when just like a muscle car, this is like the carburetor for your body. So your output's high, you got to have high recovery oxygen, keep your engine running high, right? Yeah. What happens with the mouthpieces we have nowadays actually misalign your jaw and cut off your airflow. Yeah. So as your output's high, your oxygen recovery is not going. So what happens is the oxygen gets sucked up from your brain and up to your brain and heart. So your lower extremities is what's weak.
Yeah.
So then you start having leg pulls, muscle pulls, knees. And then the other thing is when your oxygen depleted, if you get hit, then you could have a better chance for a concussion because your brain don't have the oxygen it has.
Yeah.
But if you look at a game, one of the doctors showed me early on, if you take the 4 quarters, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just do a tick every time, a little tick in each box whenever somebody gets hurt, it's always in the second half of the game.
Yeah.
Usually the fourth quarter, it's like because it's all fatigue. Yeah. So anyway, that's coming out. We also created a CBD line. These are V-tape.
Verb, baby.
For Verb, for pain, reduction in pain.
Freedom.
We got Verb United, which is our apparel company. Here's our CBD for athletes, our tinctures. So, yeah, we got a lot of crazy goodness going on, and it's just getting ready to get even better. So, and again, the thing that's always fueled me is just doubt.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more. It's almost like when I hear somebody tell me something negative, it's
tell me I
almost like
can, I'm going to show you
it's
I
almost
can.
like a smile comes on my face because it's almost like, oh yeah, now I know I'm going to actually end up achieving it because you just and then when you watch like The Last Dance, with
it's
Jordan, all you got to do is say one thing to Jordan, and he's like, okay, now I'm raining another 50 on you.
Yeah,
right?
You don't even got to say. You can smile at Jordan in the whole time.
And so it's that type of mentality.
Right? I don't like your teeth, bro.
Two things I watch all the time that motivate me personally. more than podcast or anything, is The Last Dance. The Last Dance. That's who I really want to party with. The Last Dance and Defiant Ones that I told you to go watch.
That was good.
With Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. Right? The Defiant Ones. That was on HBO. It's a 4-part series. HBO ran it.
It is bomb.
But when you see Jimmy Iovine's career and Dr. Dre and how they paralleled and how they came together and then what they did to be the first billionaire, rap mogul and, kind of their, ideas and how they come up with stuff and just a no-quit attitude. And, you think Dr. Dre is worth $1 billion, not just because of beats, but, all of his stuff he did with NWA, he don't get paid on none of it.
Wow.
Because Eazy-E and Ruthless Records owned it.
You talking Eminem? You talking?
That's that. So then he goes and starts up Death Row with Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, Tupac, all the stuff they do with Death Row, he don't get paid on any of that.
Wow.
Because all that's now Suge Knight and Tupac's mom owns that.
Yep.
They get paid on all of it. Dr. Dre walked away from that clean. He went and started Aftermath back at zero. Yeah. 2 first albums failed. For his first 2 releases in his own failed. Yeah. Jimmy Iovine's record label was about ready to drop him. Yep. Right, Interscope. Yep. It's like, we need to drop him. Jimmy Iovine's like, well, if you drop him, drop me too, because I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And so the third one, then while he was just trying to figure it out, somebody had to give Jimmy Iovine a tape of Eminem, Slim Shady. Yeah, and he let Dre listen to it. Dre was like, who the F is this? Yeah. And it got Shady in there. Completely. And then, man, it just took off again.
My mama might not like it, but you can cuss on this show, though.
No, I'll try not to. My pastor has a tendency of tuning in. And that poor guy got to pray for me. Oh, trust me, he cusses probably more than I do when he got to pray for me. Because about every day, I'm texting him like, my DSL is disconnected somewhere. Like the big man, I keep praying, but I'm not hearing anything. So check and see if your DSL is working, because my line ain't. Maybe he's hearing it, but he's not getting it fast enough.
That signal keep coming back, though.
I said, bro, I'm sometimes still on dial-up. I'm like, good Lord, please.
Somebody keep picking up the phone. Somebody keep picking up the phone and keep hanging up, man.
Hey, Bash, you got internet on your side? Man, ring it up for me, please.
Man,
please, Lord, help me out.
We got the softball events, the charity softball events. We got Bird, man. We got the mouthpieces, man, coming back at you here in the next few months, bro. Like
the everlasting gobstopper.
Well, you don't stop. You've always been that way, man.
I got a new show we're working on with my friend Michelle. I wrote this show in 2003 or 4.
Yeah.
Probably got snaked out about 20-30 grand from people in LA that were like, "Oh, I can get that show done. Give me $5 grand."
And LA guy once told me, "You can't trust nobody."
You can't trust anybody.
I can't trust you then.
You can't pretty much trust anybody, right? So, so what happened is, a friend of mine just happened to say, "Hey, whatever happened with that show?" I said, "I just shelved it. I haven't done anything with it." And she was like, "Hey, I got my production company. You think we can team up and do this?" And we've been working on it now for a little while, but we're kind of in pre-production on getting some stuff together. But basically what it is, it's a Jerry Maguire, married to a Latina. Her family is Mexican Mafia.
Oh, man.
I'm not going to tell you how close this runs in my lifeline right here. Okay. So, because what happened is,
I ain't messing with mama ever.
Yeah. So what happened is,
that's a great premise.
2 of my favorite shows were Sopranos and Entourage.
Yeah.
And I like the way they kind of weave stuff in. I really like the way Entourage took real life and not real life, and you got Cuban in there with the tequila, and so you kind of, is it real life, not real life, but I love the whole, being a part Italian, I love the whole mafia, the Godfathers, the casinos.
Hey, you see what's on that wall right
I seen it. That's why I got total respect in here.
Yeah.
So that's my guy. We'll make him an offer he can't refuse, right? So the good news is there's always a win-win when TK throws the offer at you. So what it is basically, it's pretty simple. It's so this guy who's building up his agency, young agent, gets sucked into his wife's crime family. Yeah. Because his wife's crime family knows he has connections in Dallas, and they need him to make some introductions to help them expand out of Houston. And I'm not doing it, and he ends up doing it, and I'm just going to do the one and done. And, and what happens, he just keeps getting sucked into over here more and more while he's still building his agency, right? Yeah. And the thing is, his agency's struggling financially, and then they're helping him over here. Here's cash. Thanks for you're taking care of us. Yep. Wait a minute. Now I've got money to fund my agency. Yep. And I'm not really doing too much besides making connections, but then he just keeps getting more and more sucked in, where he starts kind of rising up over here. So he's got this two lives constantly going on
double life
that really nobody else knows. Yeah. Right? These guys over here know.
Yeah.
what his life is over here, but his wife and everybody over here just thinks he's this clean-cut guy. And it kind of shows the behind the scenes of things that happen to athletes, or maybe signing, or going to a family's house and you're trying to recruit a kid.
It's almost like a reality TV show.
It kind of is. Actually,
but not in your face.
Actually, somebody last night was like, "Is this reality TV?" I was like,
"Nope."
It is with actors, basically. It's real life, but we're using actors. Like,
so, Entourage all over.
Pretty much what it is. But I always said Entourage could have gone on forever if they would have done that show about Ari Gold.
Yeah.
And not Vince. Because there's only so much stuff you can do about that actor and how many girls he's with and blah, 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 blah. Now, if they would have done with Ari, they could have showed Ari with all his different clients and all the craziness of all that. It could have ran forever.
So this is like Ari's viewpoint.
It's kind of from Ari's viewpoint. And then you see him, with what you got to deal with your wife. So it's kind of like Tony Soprano. You got this hardcore killer.
Man, that's a whole different story.
You got this hardcore killer, but what happens, the viewer loves Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Because they got empathy for Tony.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're like, he's the dad, he's the husband, he's got to deal with all this stress here, he's got to deal with all this stress here. So it's that type of deal, right? Yeah. And that's kind of how the series is going to go. And not to give it all away, but he is going to get in deep over here.
Yeah.
And the show actually, the show itself is called The Connection.
Yeah.
And like my sports agency that I had, my marketing group was called Pro Sports Connection.
Yeah.
Which will actually be the company in this show. Will be Pro Sports Connection. I told him, I was like, we already got the logo. We'll just go Pro Sports Connection. Yeah. Not that it's TK doing that, anybody. It's not. It's in a TK life story.
TK story.
This is not real, but pretty close. So the show is going to call The Connection.
That's like it's like Jack Carr said about the guy he writes his books about. He's like, it's not me.
Yeah,
I didn't actually do all that stuff.
Yeah, it's not me, but I'm not.
But I may have thought about it.
It came to me in a dream, and so anyway, that's in the works. And you know me, I also do a lot of philanthropic stuff. I work with a lot of different foundations, on Survivor Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah,
really, pretty much anybody who needs some help, we usually always help. And a lot of it is guys calling, going, "Hey, can we get some guys to come to our event? Or any of your celebrities?" Sure, 100%.
Yep.
So it's just kind of fun. And again, the celebrity softball games for me personally, with all the good stuff it does, from a selfish standpoint for me, it's family reunion for me. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's so busy that if you can get everybody in for one weekend where you can hang out and just let your hair down and drink and have fun and play ball and have fun and smoke some cigars. And then the great thing about the games is the group that is at the June game is almost 95% opposite of the group that is at the October game. Yeah. So I get a whole new so I get this one and I get this one, and you get to kind of catch up with everybody. So it's a lot of fun. So
that's great, bro. So you stay busy, man.
So we got any show left? Are we done? I mean, do I take up the whole 4 hours?
We good, bro. We got plenty of show left. So this is Sports and Tech Show. We've been talking a lot of sports, and it's right on, right in par. And shout out to Tiger Woods. Speaking of par, shout out to Tiger Woods, man. Happy to see that you survived that injury and that wreck, man.
People worry about him playing golf. I'm like, man, let's just let the guy have a life. What are you talking about golf?
Yeah.
Like, man,
I just hope he comes back walking normally.
Just the fact that the guy survived. What are you talking about? Who cares about golf? That's ancillary.
Horrible. Right? Almost exactly a year from Kobe.
And really, if he can't play golf, look at his son.
Icons right now.
Right? If he can't play golf, look at his son.
Yeah.
Just teabag him up and carry him.
I'm still waiting for Blanket to come out and make some Michael Jackson hits.
Blanket is not.
Hey, real quick though.
Blanket alone. It's not happening, bro.
Hey, Blanket, that's a name though, dog. No, that's unlike any other.
Get covered up.
Yeah.
Hey, cover it up, bro.
Cover it up, baby.
Cover it up, bro. But no, man.
Hey, real quick on that road that Tiger was on. Yeah. So our friend Eric Payas.
Yep.
He lives right down that street.
Wow.
And I was just in LA about 3 weeks ago. It's crazy. You go to Beverly Hills, completely shut down, ghost town.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like that. What's that movie?
They said in Cali, it's all shut down.
Yeah. What was that movie with Will Smith where he's like the last man?
Yeah.
Last man.
I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
Really?
That's how it felt in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. No, they said Cali.
Like, me and my partner were out. We're like
Donnie Boaz, bro. Like, bro. Texas and Cali, night and day. Even when we were shut down and mask mandated, bro. Like
we almost couldn't get dinner. Like they were like, we're like, can we order some dinner? Like.
Yeah, there's no restaurants
I'm like,
open.
Hold on.
There's
like
nothing
what?
open. It's closed out there, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So anyway, but we took that road that Tiger went
Thank
on.
God for Texas.
And the thing is, we were going north. So if you're coming south, you're right on the edge. And there is no nothing, right? And so as soon as I saw that accident, heard where it was and knew where it was and just being on that road, if you take your eyes off that, if he picked up a phone and went like that, that's why he didn't hit the brakes. He probably was coming up on that corner, going down.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Boom! He's already airborne.
Man,
It's
that's
that like
crazy,
it's scary out there, and and the thing is like
I've actually had one of those.
I'm surprised he even
Yeah.
survived water.
Exactly
Wow,
like that.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of us like you got those little guardrails like that high.
No, that's where I got
That's
the
what you
knife in my
got.
ribs.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, bro.
You got like this much grass. So
Man.
what happened is they were like Tiger didn't brake. Well, it would make sense if he's driving down there and somebody called him or something. He looked over and man just missed that turn and just
Yeah.
launched.
Dropped something.
He was on that Instagram.
Well, yeah, man. Shout
amazing.
out to
He
Tiger
was on
Woods,
Instagram.
man. I'm so happy that you're alive, bro.
Tiger, invite us to your party, brother.
Let us
Let's go.
tell your story, man, one day if you want to. If not, it's all good. I understand. We don't want to, probably don't want to relive that, bro. But yeah, TK, if you've seen the show, we are sports and we are tech, and we're gonna start this one. We're gonna go ahead and move forward, right? We're gonna start with the NBA, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Lake Show, baby. Hey, I'm a Laker fan too. Had the Laker poster on the wall with the Maverick sticker on the poster.
Come on.
You know, but Lake Show, yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second, but we're gonna start with the Luka watch, man. That boy Luka Doncic, MVP watch. You know, right
Ridiculous.
now he's at 28. What is stats looking like? 28.6, I believe, or something around there. Points a game. He's going down a little bit, but his rebounds are coming up, so he's still balling, man. He's got 9 rebounds, 9 assists a game, somewhere right around there. And man, that kid there. Have you seen him play in person yet?
Oh, dude, we had courtside seats right before COVID hit last year. I mean, a couple of them fell right in. We were right underneath the basket, so if on the fast break,
Yeah,
the goddess was getting them in her lap all game.
yeah, yeah.
They were just literally like sitting there in her lap, like, yeah, all right, get up in there,
Hey,
good job, baby.
Lakers versus Luka. Who you
Get off the gutter.
Who you going for? Lakers versus Luka.
Oh, well, as much as I love Luka, I'd never bet against my Lakers, no matter what. Now, I'm old school Lakers. Like, I'm 85. I'm fast break Magic Johnson.
Yeah. Now, when I tell you I had the Lakers poster, I had Worthy.
Oh, yeah.
I had Byron Scott,
yeah.
Michael Cooper, Michael Thompson,
Rambus.
and Magic Johnson.
I mean, Rambus is a
man.
straight king of the get on the wood, get the rebounds. He used to D-Rod before
Kurt
D-Rod
Rambis
came
playing
in,
with
man.
them goggles that nobody
And,
wanted to wear.
Oh, man.
Nobody watching knows who
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Rambis is.
Straight run and shoot, baby.
I know
That
the
was
the
their
goggles.
offense.
Couple people.
I know the
Yeah.
goggles.
There's like 2 people.
I remember that.
That's all anybody
Yeah.
remembers. Like Kurt Rambis. Who the hell?
You're
Oh, the
official.
goggle guy. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
him.
Hey,
That's the guy that came in the fourth quarter, did clean up.
You're official when you throw Kurt Rambis.
And Luka's got those Mavericks sitting in 9th right now, man. Slowly creeping up. They were in 10th last time we talked about the
They'll get in
Luka
the
watch.
show.
So, yeah, they got Golden State above them, but we got the whole second half of the season to worry about, and not even worry about, because that's typically when Rick Carlisle's team gels and starts coming together. But I appreciate Luka, man. Y'all think they're gonna trade Porzingis, or you think he'll be here?
I think they'd be better trading him.
I think they will.
I don't think they have no
I think they'll be
choice. I
better
mean, you
trade
gotta get some people to come in here and help Luka. I mean, you got a couple people, but you gotta get that. You got to get that camaraderie of having some collective 5 guys and 6 to 7 guys that can all play together. And right now, I don't feel like they got that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's maybe we're looking for 1 or 2 options,
Yeah.
and then we run it back down the court.
What you think
Right.
about a Porzingis Blake Griffin trade?
I love Blake Griffin. I love Blake Griffin. Blake, hurry up and retire so you can come play in the game, bro.
Right.
Like, and grab your boy AD at the same time, man. Like, come on, AD, retire already.
I just want to make sure.
I know. I don't blame you.
I just want to make sure because we don't have like a spotlight, and there may be people who are like just listening in and not really paying attention to the video. I want to make sure that it's understood that as soon as you said NBA, TK swapped hats
Yeah.
to these Lakers hats.
Clean, baby.
Late show, baby.
Ready.
Can't even knock him.
Clean show. Actually, one of my all-time favorite Laker players is Fletch.
Yeah.
Remember the movie Fletch with Chevy Chase?
Yeah,
What?
You don't remember that?
I'm old enough to remember that.
Yeah, these guys were probably not even born yet when that came out.
I'm like, Fletch. No, he played baseball.
What was that?
I can't believe y'all haven't seen Fletch. Go put that on your list tonight. Go home and watch
Yeah,
Fletch on
yeah.
Netflix, will you? Good Lord.
Yeah, bro. And then next up on the watch, man, we got that young Butler Mellow Ball. Oh my goodness.
Rookie of the year.
That's who we,
Hello.
Hey, bro.
yeah,
hey,
we could trade him. We can bring him over.
Hey, he's a Rookie of the Year and MVP at the same time. He's not an
Has
MVP
anybody
talk
done
yet,
that before?
but I don't know about NBA.
In the NBA, is anybody?
What about maybe Mike?
Rookie of the year and MVP?
Maybe Mike might have been about one of the closest.
Maybe
Kobe.
in the
Kobe might have
conversation.
been. Well, Kobe came in.
Kobe came in.
Kobe
shooting
came in.
bricks.
Well, he also came in.
Bro.
Yeah, he also came in on the latter half of the
was
season.
rough,
If you
bro.
remember, he didn't like.
It was rough.
He kind of came in
It was
on a.
rough.
He kind of came from JV into the second half of the season.
It was
Then
rough.
he,
It was
then he
rough for Kobe.
flourished. But
Hey, last time we looked at this, my boy LaMelo was averaging 14.6 points, man. Since he's been starting, he's averaging 20.1 points a game since he's been starting, bro.
Yeah.
And the Hornets are they're going up, bro. He's a baller, man.
you know,
Hey, y'all see what he did to what's my guy? He's played the Grizzlies, the point guard, Michael.
Conley.
Yeah, Conley, bro. You see what he did to Conley?
Yeah.
He little boyed him.
He did a little, and
He little boyed him. He said, "Hey, he's too small for me. I'm 6'7". He went up, took him to the hole,
So he's
little
averaging
boyed him, man. It's like, hold on, not
6 and
Conley.
6. 15-6-6.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't see how he's
bro.
not for sure rookie of the
He's
year,
36
but
from
he's
three.
for sure in the
Yeah,
MVP talk.
Yeah,
100% he's in for MVP. I'll tell you
He's
the
gotta
thing.
be, man.
I'll tell you the thing about.
He's changed the whole
MVP.
dynamic since he's
Yeah,
been
what?
there.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in the talk. He's for sure
gotta
rookie of
be
the
for
year.
He's changed the whole dynamic.
He's for sure rookie of the
He
year.
is the rookie of the year.
Oh, 1,000% rookie.
Now the
of the
thing,
year.
the MVP that's questionable, but the thing about him, what I love when you see the Hornets play,
Yeah,
is that they're having fun.
yeah.
They are.
They're a young team, almost like a 24-hour fitness with that group
Yeah,
that
that
can't
group,
get.
they
They just
just
never leave the
energy.
floor, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
energy.
They're just like, okay, we played our 20th game in a row. Who's
Tired.
next?
Let
Right?
me tell you,
That's
the
what
guy-
they remind me of.
He's the type of guy. As soon as he gets on the court, everybody's level of energy rises.
Right.
Yeah.
They believe in him.
And he's
Right.
fun.
You know,
Yeah,
he's
that's what it's fun.
bro.
We're having fun
It's
out
fun.
here.
Yeah.
And you know, whenever you're
It's
having fun
good.
at what you
It's
do, you
good.
go to be productive.
Yeah,
And they
That's
must
just-
be getting plenty of oxygen.
Yeah.
They're not fatigued at all.
Definitely
Yeah.
get oxygen.
yeah, man. And then he needs a mouthpiece.
You better
He
get
might-
that. You better
he
get
might
that
be-
bird mouthpiece, bro.
That's
He
right.
might be at 24 points a game.
Yeah,
if
that
he had the
I'll tell you
mouthpiece.
what. LeBron gets that mouthpiece, it'd be like it ain't even fair. It's not already
Mary
fair.
Bonds in the NBA. We talking? Man, PEM performance.
Actually, we had Shaq wear it.
Without
I had Shaq.
Actually,
without,
they've come up in the rankings though. It's crazy.
Who?
The Lakers have.
because of other losses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, you know
yeah,
the
they are
Lake.
struggling.
You know how
Yeah,
LeBron's teams are.
life in the
LeBron's
midst of-
team kind of hang right around the top,
Let's go ahead.
and then the second half of the season is when they pick it up, right?
NBA.
Like LeBron's kind of like, man,
Who's number one right now?
NBA's going like this. LeBron, bring it down a notch, bro. Give everybody else a little chance.
No, they're not.
They go to
They're
two.
not.
They go to two now. If y'all keep dominating,
They were
so
saying
LeBron
that,
taking
no,
LeBron just taking a little
No,
break.
no,
Watch
no.
what
He's just taking a
happened.
break.
He's not.
He getting reset
He's
back
not.
up after
Man,
All
he's
Star
trying to
break.
win these
Game
games.
on.
It
Don't
was-
worry about it.
I would agree with you until Harden went to Brooklyn, and now.
No, that's the team you better watch out for.
And now
Brooklyn is the
KD
team you
was
better
like,
watch
"All right,
out
I'm
for.
gonna just chill and see. I'm gonna let Kawhi, Kyrie, and James Harden go ahead. Remember I told you Kyrie made that comment. He was like, "Man, he's running point." And I was like, "Hey, I think Kyrie's kind of being snide is the word with that comment. Like Harden is the point guard. I'm the two guard, right? And you know Kyrie don't think like that. You know, they was asking the question, who are the players that can score 100 points? Kyrie was one of the guys that came up in the conversation. So you know that guy thinks, you know, I don't know if he believes anybody's a better point guard than him.
Yeah, it's not about that. But the two guard typically is your scorer.
That's your score, yeah.
Yeah, but I think Klay Thompson is the best two guard in the league, even though he's not playing right now. I've never seen a guy score 60 points in 50 seconds.
I think
He had the ball.
KD is your best.
He had the ball.
Two guard.
Yeah, but KD's got to put it on the floor for a second.
Huh?
KD's got to put it on the floor for a
Yeah,
second.
but when Clay hit his 50, he was putting it on the floor too.
No, he wasn't. He, like
He
I
was
said,
catching off-ball passes, but
50.
then putting it on the floor.
in 60 seconds.
You know how you gonna
It's
be with
insane.
UT alum. You know how he is with UT alum. Like KD,
Yeah.
that's where it is. It's really falling on the
I'm
UT
just saying,
alum
it's
where the
insane.
KD loves coming in
Yeah,
at.
hey, this is our favorite fire
Time
alarm
limit.
going on
Right.
right now.
Wednesday.
You know?
You got,
One-
you
one
got
o'clock.
KD jersey on underneath
What's
that?
the one
No,
o'clock?
I'm
Yeah.
not a KD fan.
We
man.
know you KD fan, UT
Nah,
boy.
Bro, I ain't a KD fan. I mean, I do like him because he went to UT, but that's about it. He wore the burnt orange joints in the Brooklyn game a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Nikes that he had on, I appreciated that, but I don't like what he did to OKC going out to Golden State. Nah, bro, I ain't with that. I'm a Jordan guy. I'm a Jordan guy, so-
I like the Slim Reaper.
You know? I mean, I won't say I won't like him. Because the guy's cold, dog. He's a baller. He's a straight baller, bro. But I just don't like that decision.
for Brooklyn to acquire Jay-Z a point guard.
Nah, Jay-Z's buying the point guard.
Speaking
They
of
already
Brooklyn,
is.
Brooklyn, okay. How about the Knicks at 500? Though?
Man, how about those Knicks with that Dallas boy, Triple D, Julius Randle,
man.
Jesuit High School.
Yep.
Shout out to you
Yep,
guys.
Yep.
Julius Randle is going hard up there this year, bro.
Bro, yeah, Jay Randall's having it. I felt like going into the league, he was ridiculous, like a guaranteed double.
Yeah,
Easy.
I wish he was still in LA.
20 and 10. Oh, yeah, he could do it.
Julius
I don't know
Randle,
when
AD,
I'm behind
and
the
LeBron,
scenes.
bro. I wish he was still in LA right now.
That would be a problem.
Yeah.
We still got some moves. You know, that's the thing. You still got the trade deadline coming up, right?
Oh, the Knicks ain't letting
That's
that go.
when you go. No way, hell no. That's when you start seeing. Nick's going to be like, hey, we'll throw you old school coach Pat Riley, who's retired. We'll throw him in a trade deal.
Right.
And but no, I mean, so you never know. That's kind of when things get interesting, right? Because then you start seeing the bottom teams going, let's start getting some value, and then you see the top teams going, we're missing maybe this one or two guy, guy. Let's bring this guy in. So that's what I like. I like the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Right. When all this, then you kind of get an idea of who's who at the beginning. But then after the trade deadline, then you kind of just see. Then it's really separation comes up, right? Then it's just like,
Would you trade
now you know.
Jordan, because when Jordan was here from Brooklyn, right? I forget his first name, the center that was out in with the Clippers, right? When Jordan was in, when DeAndre, the A&M boy, when DeAndre was here with Luka, they had some chemistry, bro.
No, that's the problem.
I would not mind seeing. I wouldn't mind seeing a Port.
Deadly.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Porzingis and the DeAndre trade.
That's what they need. They need that next guy that can help Luka get some chemistry to raise the level of everybody else's play, like Melo's doing with his team, right? I mean, right now it's just like everybody's going, Luka, score for us.
Yeah, I can't give LaMelo Melo's name now because I almost got confused with Carmelo Anthony right there. Carmelo's still balling, man.
Dallas has pretty efficient guys around Luka that score the ball.
But we need
DeAndre makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you thought Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yep.
You thought who's the other guy?
I think those are great guys off the bench.
That were going to have a hell of a presence defensively and just be like a stout motherfucking ox in the middle of the defense, but they're not that.
Still small guys.
They
gotta put some weight on.
They get pushed around.
Gotta get their weight up.
Porzingis, oh god,
Porzingis, he
got no lower strength,
man,
period at all. It hurts.
Yeah,
to watch.
bro. And against guys with attitude, right? Against those teams, Porzingis.
No, yeah, he can do
because he got no lower.
He crumbles.
Because you got big guys in there. Just he got no lower to push up.
Where's Porzingis? Where's he?
I'm watching the game here. 7 foot whatever Porzingis, and there's 6'6" whoever.
Yeah,
and he's trying to post him, and he can't bag him down.
No
he's
strength.
like, and he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
because he got no
knees.
Like,
we need to introduce Porzingis to knees over ties guy.
Knees over toes.
Knees over toes.
Yeah, for sure.
No, what you need to introduce him to a Kareem Skyhook because that's about the only thing about the last thing he got because he ain't going down. He's going to have to skyhook it up over somebody because that's about all he has left.
Yeah. So DeAndre makes I would like somebody that has that. Yeah,
but will Brooklyn go for that? Because you don't think so? That's another
because
guy.
What DeAndre is attitude and you fear that
he's keeping those offensive possessions.
He has a certain level of fear that is a respect that he's around. Yeah, or you going like you are conscious of the fact that DeAndre Jordan may be lurking.
Yep,
not you.
Porzingis doesn't have that. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure.
Dallas didn't. I don't know. There's not a guy that is in that realm.
Not a big man. Not a big man. They have Johnson. Jones, the guy that had the blonde hair that cut it off that came from Miami.
Right.
I like the guy, but he's not a big man.
But you thought he was going to be that. That's what we thought. I thought that.
No, he is that, but he's just not a big man. He's not that big presence in the middle.
It's not enough.
I want to see more Robins back in the NBA. That's what I miss.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to see some Robins.
The modern day that guy.
Yeah,
who is that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to see them guys coming in just like so dumb. Like I don't care. I'm going to out rebound you.
That's right.
I'm just going to terrorize you, right?
I'm
going to D you up. I'm going to D you up. I'm just going to shut you down. And I'm like, right. And then I'm probably going to get, and I'm probably guaranteed at least a technical foul, right? I'm guaranteed at least one technical game. I'm going to probably leave the court with my jersey off. Paint your hat on. Paint your head on up. Come on, man. Come on.
That's right. I don't care.
That's what I like.
The delayed shooting and all that shit. Like I don't care about that.
I'm not. I love the NBA. I've always been a huge fan of the NBA, but today's NBA compared to the 80s NBA when you had, I'm not a big fan. Like the guys back in the 80s and early 90s, they were just like the fouls and like, you got a lot of flopping going on. Like you don't have to worry about flopping because they kill you. They kill you back in them days, right?
I hate Harden's game.
They kill you back in them days, right?
He's a baller, but I hate his game.
And that's what I don't like. I mean, back with Jordan, and you think about the Chicago Bulls, the Detroit Pistons games. You think about the Bulls and the Celtics. You think about Lakers and Bulls. Like, them people try to kill each other. Right? Like, hey, like, how many fouls you got? Okay, get another one. We got 4 more on the bench. Don't worry. Keep just hammering them. Keep hammering them.
And what did Jordan do? Jordan got in that weight room. He was like, hey, the Pistons ain't coming after me this year, dog. I'm coming after them. You know what I mean?
I'm taking it all.
Jordan said, man, we got some protein powder in here. Yeah, like that little Jordan picture you got on the wall from like 1985 when he was about 185 pounds. Like, yeah.
Them wings, man. And he grew. He got bigger.
Jordan, like, man, we got some creatine and protein powder in this weight room. Like, I need something, bro. Like maybe a Big Mac or something. Like, I'll put some weight on in here.
I love that. I mean, as from the football side of things, that aggression, like, obviously, you look at that and it's like, that's awesome.
Right.
That's compete, like grown men.
Like the Bill Lambiers, the like when Detroit. Detroit was just like already had them. Most teams beat before they even showed up for the game because they already knew Bill Lambier, Rodman. These guys bring it to you, right?
We don't even care about it. We don't even care about a flagrant.
It kind of reminds me of this manager I had. This manager I had in the mobile homes. He's best friends with Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And Larry Bird told him, because he's always asking him how he won all those 3-point contests during NBA All-Star Weekend. And Larry always made a point to come into the locker room last. Everybody getting laced up. Larry come in and said, what are y'all doing here?
Mind games, baby.
What the hell you all doing here? Because there's only one person walking out of here with this trophy. He just showed up.
Yeah.
And Larry told him that you could just see it in their faces when he said that. And just shake his hand, just head on to his lot like, what the hell y'all doing here? You already know who's leaving with the 3-point trophy here. Like, my God, this is a waste of time, And then everybody just like, oh, damn, Larry showed up. I don't know what I'm going to do now, right? Yeah. Boing, 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 rim. And Larry just.
And you were talking about that NFL mentality, bro, and that's a great segue into our next conversation, right? We got a pretty big topic going on in Dallas right now, right? And this is this week's segment of Versus.
Where my cowboy hat?
This week's segment of Versus.
Burn that shit.
Oh, come on, baby.
Come on now.
Come on now.
All right, it's a pretty big conversation, man. We got Dak, broke leg, average 15th, 16th in the league every year, quarterback, versus a guy that wants his job right now in the name of Russell Wilson. Wants to come to Dallas.
Versus? What do you mean? What's versus?
Versus, I'm just saying, like, should we bring him here? Versus, I'm talking about.
Dak, I got your back, bro. I'm with you.
Don't
worry, family. I got you.
I'm not talking down on Dak.
I got you, Dak.
Realistically, bro, did I talk down on Dak?
Yeah, cool.
I did talk down on him, clearly.
I will too. Because
but it's just, I'm just saying facts, bro.
No, you know what?
Dak.
Well,
any day.
But the thing, I think that separates those two really too comes down to coaching.
Yeah.
So like Isaiah Stanback had told me, and he played with Cowboys under Parcells. He played with Tom Coughlin when they won the Super Bowl Giants.
Yep.
He played under Bill Belichick in New England.
Yep.
And then he went to his hometown, Seattle, to finish his career. Okay. He said he'd never had more fun in the NFL than playing for Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Because he said it was fun.
Yeah.
We turned the music up. We worked hard, but we had fun. Time. Everybody got together. The chemistry,
that's
the deal. So the thing is, if you bring Russell from that atmosphere to the Mike McCarthy atmosphere, micromanaging, and then also, can you get along with your offensive coordinator?
But do you feel that
that's how I feel.
Fit anywhere?
Yeah, because he's
I think he can. Well, wait a minute. He can. He can. I'm not talking about Russ's skills. He can fit anywhere. But if you come to a system, you're like, this system sucks. This atmosphere sucks. Everything sucks. You're gonna be. I don't give a shit who you are. You're not going to
wait. So you're saying Dallas atmosphere, culture, everything around the players sucks?
I think it could be a lot better.
I just think it's their attitude. It
all starts from. Listen, and I'm talking about my favorite team. Trust me. Listen, I've tried to quit drinking several times in my life, and it's always during NFL season. I can never do it because it's Cowboys make me drink.
Absolutely.
The good news is I haven't picked up. The good news is I haven't picked up a cocaine habit because of the Cowboys. So but yes, the Cowboys. Like by halftime, I'm usually like, I got to turn it off.
You got to,
I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I can't even watch this no more.
No.
Like it's just the offense is so basic. I tell you what, you probably remember this. The last game at the old Cowboy Stadium. We played the Ravens.
I was there.
We had a great team. And everybody was with you and all that. We had a great team.
Romo was,
should have been dominant. Andre Gerard told me that Ray Lewis, when you come up to the line,
he calls him out.
He already knew the play.
He did that with everybody, though.
Yeah, but still, they were like, but we weren't getting nobody to change calls. Right, and he was like, "Dude, this is so." It was so dominant.
Offensive coordinators in the NFL.
Right, that's
what
I'm saying.
Majority. There's only 2 or 3, and they're in the playoffs usually, and winning Super Bowls usually.
Right.
That actually say, "Hey, they know our fucking plays. You know what? We're gonna throw it out, and we're gonna pull something from the first week of training camp,
right?
And we're gonna put it in the 4th quarter."
Yeah, that don't work with Cowboys.
That don't work with 90%.
Cowboys are like, "Don't worry about it, we're running it."
That's 90%.
And then you're like, what the hell?
Of teams don't do that. Bro.
And I think McGahee was running back with you guys. Was he?
Yeah, Willis was there.
Oh, he killed it. He ran like a 90-yarder on it. It was just freaking. And it was just so ridiculous.
Ran an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous, bro. Like in the last home game, I had Big Black from MT's Robin Big.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. He passed. He's 3 years past in May, but
Rip.
Big Black was like, TK, 2 things going to have to happen. This is by about 3rd quarter. This is after halftime eating about 5 hot dogs.
Yep.
You got to agree with me about another 4 or 5 hot dogs, or we got to leave because I can't even stomach this. And I said, hold on, bub, go get Big Black 5 hot dogs, right? But no, it was just so painful. And the thing is, what I'm talking about is like Pete Carroll. What I love about Pete Carroll, win or lose, good or bad, he got you. He's loving on you like, man, don't worry about it. We fine, we good, we this, we that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that on this side, on really too many other teams in the NFL.
Do you see
but
it
Russell Wilson?
Do you see it with Belichick?
No, but Belichick, Belichick scares you into a situation where like you go do your job or you ain't gonna be here.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which
so
is
the point
also
is it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it don't
matter. I guess
like,
you're probably right. I just
is executing whatever the fucking game plan is and communication.
Well, let me go back to Russell. Let me go back to Russell's standpoint there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't come to Dallas if I were you, Russell. Let me tell you something. Let me help you out a little bit, okay? When Troy left, it's over with, okay?
Hey, Russell,
so, I would love to see Russell Wilson here. Don't get me wrong. I think Dak's a great quarterback.
But you know what stat screamed to me that we were just looking at a second ago? 100-23.
Man.
Yeah.
100 touchdowns in Seattle. What weapons has he had? He don't have CD Lamb.
Chill.
What? No.
Sleep on.
I'm not sleeping on the
Baldwin.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not sleeping on
don't
Baldwin.
Sleep on, hey.
I'm not sleeping on my big rook, my big man up there right now, Megatron Part 2. Metcalf. I ain't sleeping on Metcalf.
Lock it. Don't.
But Baldwin and Metcalf have not been at the pinnacle of their career at the same time.
They haven't been what?
They didn't play together both at the top of their game.
No, they didn't.
Playing for Russ. Okay, so
I get that.
What Russ would have would be 3.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
targets.
What's around him
and a baby
with,
and a baby Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, and if we can keep our offensive line healthy,
yeah.
But here's the thing too about
you got to keep that offensive line healthy.
But here's the thing about Russell.
Get Russ. And make this defense not blitzing here.
Well, that's the problem.
You know what,
what made Dak great, right? If you think about what made Dak great, they ran an offense like Russell Wilson. They roll him out.
Man, who great?
Right? When Dak came in and replaced
Romo,
his stats showed. No.
Dak was Romo.
Hold on.
To the sideline.
Dak can't help when the offense puts up 50 points and your defense gives up 52. That's not Dak's fault.
It's not. But
when you're putting up over 35 points a game and your defense giving up 35
points,
but
the defense can't help these 3 and outs in the first quarter, time and time again.
Y'all don't know, but we have rearranged in here so Mark and I can pick the table up and slide it out, so we can have the ring over here.
Yeah, and they can find
it. And Dak, I want you to take this as constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you need to go ahead and sign that contract, because right now he's tripping.
He should have signed a contract two years ago.
Right now he's tripping.
Yeah,
right.
No,
because since Romo has left the team,
he's gonna be all right.
Since Romo has left the team, at his when he was 13-3, when he had Romo guiding him and helping him along the way.
Yep.
Dak is a 500 quarterback, and not only that, he is 6-20 against plus 500 teams.
So leverage.
That
He still
means
has it.
how does he have leverage?
I'm telling you, Dak ain't going nowhere.
Andy
number
Dalton,
one.
Production.
what production?
A shit ton.
When I look at production,
pass a shit like a lot.
led the lead in passing from behind though. I want to see it in the first quarter.
Defense. 32.
Bro.
Well,
I don't care about that.
with a horrible,
Hey, there you go.
Give me
I'm telling you,
let
why
my
he
defense-
has leverage.
let my
Actually,
defense
with a
rest.
horrible
Why is my
offensive plan,
defense
too.
shitty? Why is my defense shitty? Because
I don't like their
Yes.
offensive plan because I don't like
Why-
the
why is
fact.
it?
Why is the defense shitty? Because they're on the field every 5 minutes. Because we 3 and out the whole first half.
No.
No, because
No.
let me show you the defense.
Let me
show you our
Alignment.
defense. Third and
Check it
long,
out.
flag,
Yeah.
first down. Third and long,
And also-
flag, first
and
down.
also-
Third and long,
also-
flag, first down.
Also, our defense, we're talking about changing the scheme in the pandemic. Right?
Yeah.
We changed we went from a 4-3 to a 3-4 during the pandemic
Yeah,
with
true.
no offseason.
Yeah.
Man,
absolutely.
listen,
And-
Right after we finally started coming together with that
and
4-3
we can
defense.
we can safely say the results reflected that.
Man, I'm just saying.
Therefore, Dak still has leverage.
Just as Chris Richards and Marinelli's defense started to thrive, we let them go. And we start over.
You did.
I'm with you.
You did.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
facts of the matter. We're talking about Dak and the contract.
I'm about ready to
And
bring in
today,
Lino Bearcats
he
defense for the
has
Cowboys. We win some games.
Man, I
He
don't
got
think.
leverage.
What leverage? He's a 15, 16. He can't,
Because
bro.
you go name off all 32 starting quarterbacks, and he's still
I'm talking about
ahead of
incompletions.
the
I'm
majority.
talking about
Okay.
leaving guys out to die.
No, okay. We get it.
when-
You like Russ.
Mark. No.
I'm just
I don't
telling
dislike Dak. I just wish that he had more time to develop under Romo or behind Romo. I wish he had more time to develop. I wish the Cowboys front office would have made better
It's
decisions.
not easy to lead the league in passing.
No.
It's not at all.
Bro,
I don't
when you're
care
down
who
by
you are.
when you're down by 14, and defense is back off, bro, I'm completely.
Yeah, there's a lot of-
I can
there's
go
a
out there
lot
and
of-
complete passes.
There's the bottom 15 who's down by 14 often,
Yeah.
and they don't.
and
lead the
he's
league
right
in passing.
there. He's right there.
They don't lead the league in passing.
Right.
At quarterback.
I see what you're saying.
That is not easy.
I hear what you're saying.
Stick
It's-
to baseball.
No,
Okay.
bro, 'cause what I'm saying is facts,
Texas
bro.
Rangers things coming
What
up
I'm
on
saying is facts.
us today.
No,
It's
Dak-
factual, bro.
The facts is Dak has leverage, and he's going to get a contract.
What leverage does he have right now? He has a
Production.
broken
Yeah.
leg.
Versus other third.
Oh, he
all
gonna be
other
fine, bro.
32,
He gonna be
he's
fine.
He has leverage.
He just had another surgery in
He
December.
gonna be fine.
Doesn't matter.
He gonna be great.
Doesn't matter.
How do we know he's gonna be fine?
Trust me.
We know he's gonna
Trust
be
me. TK already knows.
Man, I'm just saying.
Take her right now. Hold on, where my phone at?
I just want you to
Where
know
my phone
about
at?
what you're doing right now. Take that $100 million.
Got leverage, and the contract gonna get
Hold on,
signed.
wait a
They
minute.
were-
Take that $100 million.
Wait a
Take that
minute.
$100 million, Dak.
Hold on a second.
Oh, he-
30,
yeah.
32 million a year is good.
Hold on a second. Let me check this real
Take
quick.
that. You ain't had that in college, Dak, in Mississippi State. Remember that? Remember those times?
Yeah, Dak just texted. He said, "Don't worry about it. He'll be fine." Don't worry about it. Dak just texted. Dak said,
That's
"Don't worry
awesome.
about it." Hey, Russ.
Hey, get that 40 back.
Welcome to New Orleans,
Hey,
Russ.
you got it.
Okay.
Please come here. Don't, Sean Payton, you come to Dallas too.
I'm going to say he's going to go to. I'd love to see Coach Payton come here. I love Coach
Sean
Payton,
just wants
but
to stick it to Jerry for not
Enough of this Dallas talk.
My bad. I mean,
yeah, you're going to get me drinking again, thinking about. I mean, now I'm reflecting on the
You need
season.
another glass. You need
Yeah, I'm probably going to need a little. I mean, good Lord.
Good refill. Yeah, man. So
We got a few more
I mean,
minutes.
good
next
Lord.
A few more minutes.
Next up, we got we had my guy Carson Wentz. Not my guy. I couldn't stand Philly, but Carson Wentz went up to Philly, man. Left Philly, went over to Indy, right? And then J.J. Watt, we found out this weekend.
He AC. Yep.
That was like the blandest news ever. I don't know what kind of effect that's gonna make for anybody, but obviously, he's
Look,
chasing-
like
Right,
any
he gave him
career,
money.
the reality, man, is in any career, you have your highs and you just get to a point. I mean, even in corporate America, when you get to a point anywhere that you're on the pinnacle,
Give me my money.
you're never on top of the mountain forever.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to get what you can get while you're up there.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Yep.
there is going to be a time, no matter what, and some things are in your control, out of your control,
Yep.
that you're going to start doing this,
Yep.
no matter what. And especially as an athlete, it's never the heart of the athlete.
Yeah.
It's the body of the athlete.
Yeah.
That after
Yeah.
10 years, 15 years of getting beating up, surgeries all season,
What is
just oh my
capable
God,
of- Yeah.
Getting taped up, the whole 9 yards. That
Right.
it just becomes a money issue with the team to go, we love JJ. Don't think Houston don't love JJ.
Yeah, they love
They
him.
know what
They
JJ
give him
did.
lots of
They love
so much
JJ.
respect
But they're
there.
like, dude, we love you.
Yeah.
We can't pay you that.
Yeah.
but it ain't nothing personal.
Yeah.
The problem is everybody takes shit personal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was just having a conversation with somebody this morning on business. I said, man, if you get in business, you can't take your business personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
You win, you lose.
No,
you win, you lose. You win, you lose. That's what business is, right? You win
best
some, you lose some. You
decision
win some, you
at
lose
the
some.
time.
You just keep it.
That's it.
But no matter if you have a great day or a bad day, I'm always right here no matter what.
Tomorrow.
I enjoy every day.
Yeah.
Right? It could be my worst day. My bad days are good.
That's good. Yeah.
Because it's just like, why am I going to stress on it?
Yeah.
Right? It happens.
Typical
And when
first
people
world
can start
problems.
figuring out that adversity is part of life, right?
Yeah.
Especially
Then shit
when-
becomes easy.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
but again, I feel for JJ because you know his heart is in Houston.
Yep.
That's where he started. He loves Houston. He don't want to leave. He wants to end his career there. But the fact of the matter is, you just ain't gonna work out.
It
Give
don't
me
work.
my
So if you still want to get paid, which I don't blame you,
Yeah.
then take your ass to Arizona and have fun and go do something for them.
Yeah.
In the
For
sun,
an exciting
in
team.
the sun, fun in the
And
sun.
I think he's going to do very well, Arizona. I think he'll help that team. I think sometimes you see
Chandler
guys
Jones,
when they
JJ
leave,
Watt.
what happens?
Yeah.
You leave,
It'll be
what
nice.
happens? Adversity.
Yep.
Oh, they don't think I'm good enough anymore.
Yep.
Arizona's going, oh man, come on.
matters.
Right? Because now he's coming in going, I'm going to show
Yeah.
them what they lost.
Yeah.
Right? So it always works out
So,
for
sometimes
the
that's the
athlete
best thing that
regardless.
can happen to you.
Yeah,
is-
well,
is
The
get-
only worst thing could ever happen is when you Emmitt Smith go to
well,
Cardinals.
change,
and I love
change,
it.
change the scenery and
Hey,
Don't go to AC and run it back.
You're the only one I wish you'd never left that, but I understand the payroll. I
He
get it.
retired in Dallas. Came back. For
Came
that one
back,
day.
thank God.
Came back for that one day.
We knew that, but thank God. But
Yeah.
I mean, that was a heartbreaker even in itself when Ducey left for the Cardinals. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man. And then what going to MLB, man. We just go right over this, but Rangers started spring training. Joey Gallo hit a bomb in the first game, which is awesome.
Good news
That's all
is
it
we
is,
got
yeah.
Rangers are picked last in every single poll that's out there.
As
So-
it should be.
So, therefore, they can only go up.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
That's the good news.
exactly. There's no disappointment.
The bad news is they were picked last and everything. The good news is they're probably going to get better.
Yeah, if we're next to last, Chris Woodward did his job.
That's
If we're next to
right,
last,
that's right.
Chris Woodward did his job. Earned his check.
Progress will have been made.
So yeah, man, my favorite part of the show. We're done talking about sports, man. Dak, I love you, man. Don't get me wrong. It's coming from a place of
Don't worry
love,
about that.
baby.
Hey, Dak, I'll see you at the celebrity softball game. He won't.
And we
I'll
gonna.
see you and Zeke. I'll see you and Zeke
man.
June
We'll
12th.
talk.
You won't see J.A. Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna tell you my only Dak and Zeke story, dog. in person
Don't worry.
After the show, man, it's fun. It's fun. Jonas, man, let's go with Tech Talk, man. Let's go with Tech Talk.
Oh, man. All right. You got some ink, right? You got some ink. I got a little bit of ink.
I got a little ink right here,
a little
man.
ink. You got some ink?
Yeah, all
No ink?
There's nothing I want on my body I'm going to be excited with for my life.
Yeah,
Nothing?
except your woman.
Not even
I
the
don't have
woman.
mama on there. You know, she's iffy sometimes too.
True.
You know, Mama got divorce lawyer on the hotline. She's like, when you look at Mama's phone on favorites, you're like, why the attorney on your favorites? Like, what? Why you got the damn divorce attorney on your favorites here? What? That's probably about 3 times a week. That poor bastard gets a call. Like, hello, Jessica. What we got this week?
Right.
I'm going empty home.
Well, I just want to know, did that private investigator get any scoop back on TK? You ain't gonna get nothing on TK.
They
baby.
looking. They
That's
looking.
funny.
No, she probably got a whole handful following
Yeah.
TK around. I haven't seen you before. What's your credentials over here?
That's Oscar,
matter of
man.
fact?
That's
Just
the
kidding.
man, bro.
Oscar, I need to see some credentials
Shout
and a
out to
resume
Oscar,
after
man.
this, bro. I don't know. My wife ain't done put you implant in here on me.
I know, man.
Huh?
He's deep cover.
Hey, he got that wire. He got that wire right here.
They found me out.
Yeah,
He over here like this. Miss Jessica, let me tell you what's going on. She's probably watching it from All Saints right now going,
Hey, we gonna get Oscar some screen time here in a little bit.
My cover was blown.
yeah, there you go. I'm out, cover blown.
Done.
All right,
So
so tattoos.
Yeah.
There's a new tattoo. It's not like you can't go get it right today, but it works. It's a real thing. Using the OLEDs, like the things that they're making the foldable phones and stuff like that, and that lights up, and you'll be able to put all whatever color and all that kind of
Put
stuff.
an OLED under the skin now?
Yeah, my understand.
Subdermal?
Okay, so my understanding is now this is just my best that I can understand.
It's
it
a great
from-
word. Subdermal.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Hold on, let me Google that.
He's doing better than me today.
That's a no you word.
That's right.
That's a higher education word right there. Us Air Force guys didn't
I
get
was gonna say,
that.
they didn't teach me that in the Navy.
That's a $5 word, man.
Yeah, it is.
They didn't teach you that in the Air Force.
No,
they didn't teach you. They didn't teach me that in the Navy.
We gotta get your ass kicked if you just work like that.
Right.
I was like, this is the moment.
Yeah. So my understanding is that it isn't like way under the it isn't the way they don't do it the way you do a tattoo today. It's not way up under your skin like that. It's just sort of like the top
It's
layer.
actually like a brand.
Okay.
I read
It's
on
so
that.
yeah,
It's
sort
actually
of like a
it's
yeah.
actually like a heated brand
Right.
through the LED that when you put it on your skin, it's almost like a branded on your skin
It's kinda-
without with
yeah.
the ink. Without
But
the
it
ink.
but it
it's
has
almost
the
like that.
right.
Yeah.
But it has the LED stuff is now like they've figured out how to
You
put
can
the LED
program it?
stuff, and you can put. I mean, all they're doing right now is just like light it up. It lights up green.
Right.
But that's sort of the proof of concept. So the next
Wow.
thing, like
You
at the
know,
rate things are going these days,
Exactly.
like next year this
Exactly.
time, like I'll probably have one that says have my wife's name or something because
whatever.
she, got,
Down on the app.
she wants to make sure if I go in the club, it's like
That's a good play. That's a good play right there.
Yeah.
Baby, don't call it divorce attorney, yeah, baby. I'm gonna get my wife's name on my chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, I'm gonna get my wife's name
But
on
it's,
there.
Yeah.
it's programmable, so in the app, like when I meet a girl, I can.
well,
put
I mean,
hers
like
in
they're
the
not there
moment.
yet.
Yeah.
For now.
Hey,
Is that worth switching up?
At least 8 a.m. in the morning.
It's like, oh
Yeah.
you mine right now.
Well, that's the thing is like so what they have now is it's basically just like one design that's basically just some blocks that light up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a proof of concept.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's really no reason why you couldn't do that. I mean, I don't know how you would reprogram it because you got to plug something in. I guess.
Listen, I'm just now figuring out Facebook. So
Right.
You out.
the last thing I need is anybody stamped on my arm.
We had an hour-long meeting about it before.
I mean, what the hell gonna happen if I got my wife? What the hell gonna happen? If I got my wife's name on my tattooed in. My girlfriend's gonna be asking questions.
That's why
Here
you
go
need that.
Jessica. Ring. Hello.
Hey, Jonas,
I got him on live TV now.
Hey, Jonas' ex-girlfriend is his wife, bro. So you can start using that language right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
Divorced my ex-girlfriend twice.
Stop acting. Like, look, stop acting like y'all don't know.
Baby, I gotta look it up. I don't even know whose name this is. All right, what the hell happened at the club?
Somebody hacked my phone.
Yeah.
If that wasn't scary enough, I always try to scare y'all.
Yeah,
apparently.
please.
Like it wasn't on purpose,
Love
but I always try to scare you guys. So
Thank
so
you.
I got something.
I hope
to scare
Ellis is
you.
watching right now.
Right.
Right.
I got something to scare y'all this week.
Yeah.
Shit.
There is a project underway from the U.S. military that are funded by the U.S. military, DARPA, the same people that did the
DARPA.
Yeah.
same people we're blaming for the
US
internet.
military,
and,
yeah.
I love this. It's some top secret.
that is trying
They
to
created Bitcoin.
do. They try,
Yeah.
may have created Bitcoin.
Just saying.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
I don't know these people.
Power transmission from space.
Yeah.
So they put solar panels on a satellite in space and beams the power down to either a wide area for something like phones or light up tattoos, or to a specific place for higher power transmission. Right.
Power transmission.
Yeah. Right. So here's the thing.
Could have used that last week, 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, it sounds really convenient. It would certainly be like if you're in the desert, or if you're in
An ice storm.
yeah, if you're an ice storm, or if you're in the if you're in like the middle of the ocean or an island or something,
Yeah.
like having a way to
makes
get
sense.
some power directed without having anybody able to
Or
interfere
if
with
you're
it.
in
Really.
Afghanistan in the desert.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
The problem though is, and they pretty much, like, they don't say it quite this way, but they pretty much admit up front, this is basically a death ray.
In the little,
This
Well,
is
the good news
this is
is-
a
in the fine
satellite-
print.
This is a
Small fine
satellite
print.
print.
You
Your
could
phone-
die.
The good news is your phone gonna be charged. Bad news is we don't know if you ever will have kids again.
That's
yeah.
right.
That's right.
Or if you live
not
out.
even
Like your eggs are scrambled, and you're probably gonna be half-ass retarded after you leave.
Remember that ant that you like?
Yeah,
That mad
yeah.
rat?
Yeah,
You gonna become the fucking ant. Like,
Right,
that's-
correct.
Yeah.
that's what's gonna happen.
That part. Yeah.
Hey, is it getting hot down here? What the hell? I don't know, but my phone's on full charge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
boom, TK out.
Exactly.
I think TK's dehydrated. What the hell? TK down. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
No, like this. Hold on, I got a full charge. Click. Big film. Hey, TK's down. Look at him. Ha ha. Right?
LOL. Klund.
Yeah.
People gonna start throwing their funds. Any charge.
Too much energy.
Man, quit playing.
Too much energy, bro.
Quit playing. Get up.
Better keep talking.
So apparently, like if it's enough to charge a phone, like you wouldn't notice that. Like it's not like a high speed charge, but if it's enough to run like a computer or
that's serious.
Yeah, it's like the tight beam is like firing a microwave.
There's a
oven.
wave. There's a wave
It's
coming,
like bringing the sun closer.
bro. I don't even talk on my cell phone like this anymore.
That wave.
Yeah,
I feel like I feel it. I feel it.
You
bro.
just
No,
got
no,
the
I
you just
get
got the
it.
pods in your ears.
I feel the wave.
Now, let me tell you
man.
what you get, because that's why I got this thing.
What'd you get?
There's a thing called Power Guard.
Yeah.
It's a little thing called Power Guard. You
Is
just
this
throw
your
it
girlfriend
on.
right here?
Yeah, but what happens is
Is that your company? Did you come?
no. I wish it was, but what happens is this takes away the rays
wave?
to you.
Yeah.
suck
Right?
some of that
Because
off.
And even now, I've started using it more. Obviously, when you're in your car, it comes on, but
Yeah,
more, I've just plugged my headphones in while I'm talking
right.
You got a
for that
130
reason.
30.
You good for 30?
15.
Okay.
You got to prep.
All right. Well, then let's lighten it up a little bit. We won't end on death or
But
race.
I love
No, that's
That's
great.
That's
That's
because
great.
I'm like, yes, send the power.
Yeah.
But fuck.
At the
But
same
but
time,
send
really like the
send it
sun,
send it
like-
like send it like 3 feet
At
that way.
where the moon is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like seriously, if I'm even talking on speakerphone and my phone's on my leg, bro, I can feel it. I can feel the waves coming through my leg.
Absolutely.
Well,
It-
yeah,
it is
and
like
I was gonna
when we
say
get
something
laser
about you.
as athletes.
Yeah,
You
bro,
know?
I feel it.
Yeah,
heat
I was
is-
gonna say something about you having the ear pods in your ears. I've been sitting here over here the whole time with my
Yeah, I take a lot, man. Yeah, but yeah,
and that's like magnetically attached.
yeah. Bro.
I mean, my thing is, I already tell my wife, like, let me check out this plan by about 55. I'm about 5 more years.
Now,
old.
I need you to
Actually, Allstate,
See, I need
my
about 30
insurance
more, bro.
policy
Get in my prime, bro.
runs out on
About 30
55.
At
Yeah,
55?
so I want to reward
Yeah.
my wife for having to be with me over 20. It should be with me almost 30 years
Hey,
at that
re-up.
point.
Right.
So I want to reward her
Absolutely.
by leaving before I'm 55,
Yes.
so she can get the money,
Yeah.
get the Cabana boy.
Go get
You know
the
what I'm saying?
young-
Yeah, go get the young bud, get the
stuff.
cash, get the young bud,
Bam.
check him out. You know what? That's better than lobotomy on me.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what she really wants to do.
Chilling with Jesus.
Go to New York.
Yeah, like, I'm just gonna go chill with
Go to New
Jesus.
York,
Yeah,
put another 20 years in place, bro.
No, no.
If you commit suicide,
And no.
you're good.
The
dog.
good news is, I'll be young and pretty in my coffin.
Indeed.
That's true.
They'd be like, "Oh, TK's so pretty.
Indeed.
Oh, he's so young. What happened? Oh man.
I like it.
And-
make it look so
oh, where
I
Jessica
like
at?
it.
Oh, she in Cabo.
Hey, I need you more than
Cha-ching!
five.
She'll be joining
I need
you.
you more than 5.
Jessica be like this every day.
Drinking Mai
Click, click.
Tai.
Oh, that check ain't in the mailbox yet. What happened?
Sipping on them Mai Tais. Hey, I need you more than
Hey,
5.
Del Maris from Allstate. Well, where'd that check at? He been
Hey.
checked out for now about 3 days now.
Hey, ain't good with that plan right there, T.
All right. Let me throw one more.
Oh, here we go. Here
One
goes
more.
Death Ray 2.0.
One more thing.
No, this is.
All right. Here's
It's
my
lightweight.
here's my thing, which is apparently not going to happen quite the way I wanted it to. Since there we go. Okay.
Oh.
A little bit of knowledge.
Okay.
You can always throw the garter belt in.
Six people die from alcohol poisoning every single day.
Collegiate
You know that?
students?
Every day.
Might be at 50 years old.
Three of them are
50 days?
students. The other ones are spread out.
We're all in-
130 people, and alcohol is totally legal, right? If you're
Right,
over 21,
right.
alcohol is totally legal. 130 people die of opioid overdose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, some of that's heroin, some of that's all the other
So
all
it's
the other crap.
prescription pills.
But some of it's prescription pills.
So we're the 136 people a day.
Yeah, right,
Right now.
right. From stuff that's already out there.
Yeah.
All right, here's my question. Pay close attention to the question.
Okay.
Can you overdose on cannabis?
I tell you this. No.
You can.
I'll tell you this. I came damn close that last July.
Like, all right.
And I'm not even like a professional smoker, but I'll be like, I'm damn near like, yeah.
tell you how
I mean,
I
I was
know.
tapping out.
Okay, it's a trick question. It's a trick question
I got a friend that tried.
because an overdose technically is just going over
limit.
the recommended dose.
Yeah.
Well, there is no recommended dose for
man.
marijuana because it's not. There is
Well,
no
we'll play
organization.
that,
That
Unless
is-
you're talking about gummies.
Okay, so here's the real question. Here's the important question. Can you die from overdosing on cannabis.
I've never seen anybody do. That's like eating too much salad.
You feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah, you might take
Certain
one
times.
long ass nap.
There was a call by a cop. It's so funny, bro.
For if you're
Your heart rate might be a little low while you're sleeping, but
That's
if you're
hilarious.
over 12 years old, if you're like you're basically an adult.
Yeah.
The odds are so astronomically low. Like this is where we're at with this. There may have been one person,
in the
maybe,
history
maybe,
of history.
And that person, they forgot about it.
Right.
well, no. I mean, it's actually been pretty recent.
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
and the
But
thing
was
is,
it-
the
was
thing
it
is,
from the vape or from?
they don't know
Were they like
that
paranoid
they
and they
actually.
wouldn't jump?
Well, there's been a lot of those now.
that's-
There's
yeah,
been a lot
that's
of people do
the-
stupid shit.
That's
Yeah.
the
There's a
thing.
difference between doing stupid
No,
shit
that's-
while you're smoking.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing, though. So, like when I grew up, you smoke real joints, real weed,
Right.
right?
Wait, we don't got real weed today.
Well, no, hold on. It's different. It's different weed now, right? No.
They got a lot of horse-
No.
they got a lot of horsepower.
So
Yeah,
back
weed
when
and more.
Colorado legalized weed,
Okay.
okay? So I'm talking like hippie weed.
Yeah.
I grew up on.
Yep.
Then you come in. So Colorado Springs, we had a celebrity game in 2000.
You talking about regular?
No,
weed.
yeah, just weed.
You're right.
Like
Reggie.
old school George Washington weed. So then you come in. So one of me and my veteran guys, we had a celebrity game in Colorado Springs. We were like, man, let's go check out a smoke shop.
Yeah.
And we go in, and the guy's like, what do you guys like? And we're like, man, what do you got? What do you want weed for energy?
Yeah.
You want
Right.
weed to
Yeah.
help your diet? You want weed for...
Pharmaceuticals.
And I was like,
Yeah.
hold on a second. You got like any of the like 1968
Yeah.
stuff? Like
68.
we're just looking for some weed. Like,
Dirty.
so
Right.
no. So then the thing
just
is,
give me
like
some
I
tricky
asked
hippie.
him. No. So then the thing is, what I asked him is, so if these are compounded, that means chemicals have to be put in this, right? So now this weed is now chemical weed. But let me tell you where TK fell off the boat in July last year at the celebrity weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm gassed up and having a great time. I was like, man, I'm just gassed up. Somebody said, man, take a hit off this little vape.
Gas
Oh,
up.
yeah.
It said
means-
excited. I was just having a great time, and I've been at the pool all day and having cocktails anyway. So he was like, man, take a little hit off this vape. I'm like, well, what is it? He goes, oh, it's just THC. But, old school me, and I don't smoke. So the old school me like, oh, it's just a little weed.
Yeah.
Right.
Just kind of just chill me out a little bit.
Like
No.
like may need 2 or 3 before you
no,
really get
but
whacked.
this is
Yeah.
straight THC.
Oh.
Yeah.
So a little hit off that
From
vape,
the source.
man, you in like next week.
And that reminds me.
And that's pretty much where I was.
Cat
Like,
Williams. Y'all seen that
zombie
Cat
land.
Williams
I went right to zombie
film?
land.
Smoke with Snoop that time.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I can smoke regular weed all day,
Yeah.
but when I smoke with Snoop,
That's
that ooh wee right there, dog. That's it.
I'm talking about the kind of weed I could go smoke at lunch and still go back to school and enjoy art class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that is the
A little section on senior year, a little weed, you go back to art class, you're enjoying life.
So in the way of providing some useful information,
Yes.
if you got kids around,
Yeah.
little kid under 5-year-old kids, like make sure they're not getting hold of the edibles because they don't know
so-
they don't
yeah,
they don't know
so
the
not.
difference,
Yeah.
Oh, for
and
sure.
and that can give they can have some problems.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It's little kids. But to your point, when you're talking about like the K2 and some of the
chemically
spice,
induced
which has
or
more than one meaning,
infused.
but like some of the other things that are synthetic cannabinoids, like you don't know what you're getting because that's
Right.
not some shit that grew out of the ground. That's
Right.
some made
fake
up stuff.
cannabis.
Right.
Right. And so
Yeah.
those are, first of all, it's not the same chemicals
Yep.
at all. Like they're similar, but they're not the same.
Yeah.
And the safety of it is, everybody alluded to, people been smoking weed for forever.
Forever.
And a lot since, that we know about. Like we've been medically tracking it since like the 50s.
Right.
So we know that, like,
Actually, that
For-
old school
for
weed,
50
actually,
plus
the old school weed is actually good for
years
your body. That
firsthand.
THC is actually not bad for your
yeah,
body.
I was gonna give you the CBD option to
Yeah.
talk
Well,
about that at this
the
point,
reason why we created CBD is actually because of veteran suicides. So veteran friends of mine come to me, and what I realized is that the VA is over medicating.
Mhm.
Yep.
So there's a lot of veterans that you see on TV that you're like, that's oh yeah, he's a celebrity.
Yep.
That were telling me they're taking 24 to 30 pills per day,
right?
and you're like, what are you talking about?
That's wild.
What people don't realize, and then what happens is to try to get off pills, they go to weed. The problem is when you're an A+ personality, you can't be lethargic.
Yeah.
Right.
right? So I don't want to be on my couch. So what happened is guys would transition from pills to weed to CBD. Yeah. Mm-hmm. CBD is what the full spectrum, which just has that 0.03 or 0.3% THC, was able to help them get back to functioning without taking all these pills. Right. The problem is with all the pills, all those chemicals in your body is a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then if you had alcohol or smoke anything else or do anything else, you're just not in your mindset. Yep. Yeah. And I've lost a lot of veteran friends here in the DFW area to suicide. And when you're talking to a spouse or a friend, and they're going, man, he was out partying last night, like I promise you, the minute they pull a trigger is the minute they regret what happened. Yeah. And so what happened to me is like, well, man, how do we help? Mm-hmm. So like with our CBD, and even during COVID, like not to brag, but like we have the best CBD. Yeah. I'll put that against anybody, 100%, because it's straight from the farm. Mm-hmm. Everything is manufactured farm. There's no in-betweens. There's no third parties touching it from the seed quality, to the point it comes out. Right. So the thing is, like, I wanted to make sure we're in mouthpiece business. So I want to make sure, like during COVID, I had a lot of people hitting us on Facebook Messenger and sending us emails saying, hey, I'm having trouble. My husband lost a job. We lost a job. We can't really afford the CBD. Mm-hmm. You know what? I talked to my partner and said, we're going 50%, 100% of the time right now. Yeah. Right. Like everybody got to be able to get this stuff. Right. Mm-hmm. And then like for veterans, first responders, all their families, and we don't actually say, hey, you need to show me that you're a veteran. Or you need to show. Mm-hmm. Now we'll do the honor system. If you really need it that bad, 100% get it. Yeah. But so they get it 50% off 100% of the time too, and they'll have to use the code VET, VET50.
On what website?
On the verbforever.com or just BUY, buyverb.com. Yep. But we're trying to, I created the CBD brand to help people. Yeah. That's why you don't see a bunch of junk on us. We don't do the pills. We don't do a bunch of anything. We do tinctures. That's the fastest way it's going to get in your system. Best way it's going to help you. Right. Yeah. That's the only really CBD we have. Yeah. Then we have the CBD patches. We got the V-tape. And then my wife, which was another one of those looks, when I said, you know what, we're going to do this CBD brand. Yeah. She said, I thought you were doing mouthpieces. You getting into the marijuana business? I said, it's not the marijuana business. It's CBD. Yeah. So I explained to her. Yeah. So when we launched it, we went up and she visited a farm and whatnot. And the lady who does our recovery creams, phenomenal, and does our bath salts. And
it's a big deal.
So Jessica starts talking to her.
Therapy people next door.
Jessica starts talking to her, and she goes, well, you said, I'm a cosmetologist by trade. Does some one-off cosmetology, stuff for skincare products for Kim Kardashian, for Julia Roberts. So Jessica, we leave. Jessica's like, I want to create a skincare cream. Mm-hmm. So we actually have a skincare line called Vitality by Verb, which our facial moisturizer for the women actually has CBD and a stem cell, plant-based stem cell, that actually helps rejuvenate their face. The reason why we went plant-based stem cell is because the other stem cell companies that we talked to, the umbilical stem cell, couldn't guarantee that there was nothing outside of umbilical cords. Mm-hmm. There was no other, it's like any other fetus parts. Well, and I'm like, what other option do we have? Well, there's plants that create stem. So we created a lot of that to also help women for the same thing too, but it's all natural. Yeah. Like literally, I'm gonna have to like a little kid could drink this. Like I have some Downs kids taking this because there's a group that I love working with called Miracle League of Parker County. And we have some Down kids. We have autistic kids. CBD has been instrumental in helping these young kids with their cognitive speaking, getting more rest at night, getting more, because again, that's like huge. A lot of those kids, they don't turn their minds off, right? Calming. That's why they have the issues. Kind of calming. Well, what happens is it reduces the inflammation in the brain. So all CBD does, all these issues. All CBD does.
You have inflammation, you can actually attack.
Reduce inflammation. Right. That's all CBD does. Reduce inflammation. So if you get anything out of here, that's all it does. So by reducing inflammation, obviously it's going to help your aches and pains. Right. It's going to reduce your inflammation in your brain. All the above, right? So, but one of my Downs kids, you guys probably know him, Reese Peasy, who's always on my coattail.
What movie was he on, bro?
That's Tuck. That's Evan Fasarius. But Evan Fasarius, the actor Tuck from Ozark, who's now coming back for this next season.
He was at the tournament.
Yeah, and he'll be back. He's coming. He'll be back for this game. Of course, he's already texted me 500 times. He's on the roster.
He's ready.
And my boy Taylor, who you met last year too. Yeah. In the Astros uniform. Yep. Both those boys coming. So anyway, the good news is to really help them out. But like Reese Peasy is a little Downs kid. Remember him at the Miracle League? So he could literally drink this whole bottle and he'd be fine. Yeah. The only thing is that he's going to piss out straight Gatorade the next day because all of the profits from this is going to go out in his urine. So his body's only going to consume so much. The rest of it's coming out urine.
It's like
right?
water. It's like water.
So that's what's going to happen. But he'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between this and everything else.
Like there's only so much that your body.
Yeah, your body absorbs X, and the rest of it gets flushed out, right?
Yeah.
So he'll be straight pissing antifreeze the next morning and trying to figure it out. But beyond that, he's going to be fine, right?
Okay.
So, but that's really the risk of this. So, I mean, there is no risk. It's all natural. We're actually organic, which it costs extra to be that. We're also kosher, which it costs extra to be that kosher.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Well, there's I
learn something every time.
Yeah. So I mean, we really were like, hey, what do we have to do to be a top brand?
Right.
Yeah.
What do they do? How do we do it? That's all I want to know. We'll do it. That's where the farm's like, we can do all of it. But there are fees and there are different things you have to do to get the testing, and then great, let's do it. So again, the CBD line is literally there to help people. Mm-hmm. I am huge proponent against not taking prescription pills. The other thing I've seen is a lot of my ex-professional athletes, when you leave the league, I got a head injury or my back's hurting, what happens? The NFLPA says go see the doc. Mm-hmm. Go see the doc. What does he say? Well, my back hurts. Take these pills. This hurts. Take the pills. So I'm having trouble sleeping. Take these pills.
Man, let me tell you about the pills. Running pharmaceuticals, man. Somebody's getting paid under the table.
Pills and injections.
And somebody's getting paid to recommend those pills to you. So if you can go a natural route, man, control your own life, man. Control what you take and what goes into your body, man. Straight up, because that's all the pharmaceuticals, all them pills. There's another way to get it done in a much more healthy.
I look at it like this: like your body is naturally a delicate balance of energy coming in and waste going out and oxygen usage and electrochemical stimulation. It's like a top. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about like a top spinning top.
Yeah.
And when you start introducing more chemicals, taking pills or whatever, like you're pushing it this way, and then it's going too far over, so you got to push it back this way. Yep. The more those little pushes that you do, and the drugs most of the drugs that we have these days are like a hammer. I mean, like they're taking a hammer to a
direct focus.
So
they're meant to shut down parts of your brain.
They shut things down.
Certain parts of our bodies to go and do work.
Right.
Fix it. You can go and rejuvenate this. But the meds shut the
exactly.
Well,
the pains and the things that you get are signals that something's not right. So you need to work on this.
Right.
So what we're not saying is what we are saying. Not saying. What are we saying? What are we saying?
What we are saying.
What we are saying is that knees over toes, CBD, natural exercise is
eating right, healthy diet,
cutting back on the inflammation, which is an overreaction of your body to an injury, a pain, or whatever, or a natural, a sickness or whatever. But use these things to bring that balance back in, bring that thing back into balance so that
back
it's
to the norm.
Yeah, instead of hammering on it, knock it this way, then knock it back this way.
And the other thing with prescription meds is prescription meds was originally put together by chemists for short-term use.
Exactly.
And what we have done over the years, because pharmaceutical companies are paying docs to keep prescribing.
Money is the root of all evil.
They stay on it forever, right? And then what happens is your body gets comfortable with a certain med, and then you're back to another problem. Then guess what? Then you got to get another bed, and then you got to get and then you're chemically, you got all these chemicals in your body, and it's all over the place. And that's why you're all over the place, right?
Yep.
And just like little kids, they talk about little kids, and they give little kids Adderall. Yeah. And because they're like, oh, they're hyper. Jesus, they're kids.
Yeah.
Take them outside.
You've been in the house all day with a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old?
It's serious.
Yeah,
but where's all this energy come from? I don't know if
y'all.
Let the Molecular Biters go outside and eat some dirt.
Have y'all ever taken that?
Yes, I do.
So my trainer. Jesus! I felt like Bradley Cooper on that one movie having that pill. Limitless. Yeah, bro. Yeah, because what happened is my trainer. Antonio Rodriguez, we were working on I forgot my 5 hours. Like, oh man, it's like 5 a.m.
He said, bam.
And now he said, hey, you want one of my pills? So what pill? He goes, well, because he had head injuries from concussions playing NFL, so they gave him Adderall to help him get the fog out. Yeah. So what happens is, it does that and more like I feel like damn near Pablo Escobar that just sucked the whole freaking sucked a whole kilo of freaking cocaine down my nose.
Right.
Like your mind is like whoop whoop, like you're so focused.
You can see it all.
So, but everything. I was going to take it's a little bitty pill, and I was going to take it. He's like, oh, have you ever taken one? I said, no. He's like, take a half.
Take half, bro.
So I took half. This is 5 a.m. in the morning. 1 a.m. the next morning, I'm still like this.
Was that Biker Boys?
Wiping this whole house clean. Jessica can wake up, that shit look like Cinderella done hit that shit. Oh, yeah. Like, damn, I got to get up in 3 hours, get ready to go work out again. And I was like, and then the problem is I was dead the next day. After I got up, I went and did my workout, and then I was done all day.
See that? Another drug.
My mind was moving so fast I don't remember. But what got me is like, dude, what the hell are they doing giving this to little kids?
Right, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
That's what got me. That's why I was like,
the pill that you took half of is getting prescribed to little kids.
Oh, and now it's just getting prescribed to everybody nowadays, right?
Yeah, everybody, right.
And that's where it's just like, man, it's so dangerous because you're right. Because the problem is you do feel great when you take it. The problem is that you crash, and then what happens? You start getting hooked on it. Because your own body's not producing it.
That dopamine. I mean, what you feel in that moment,
your body stops producing, so you got to take more of it.
Right.
And then you're hooked.
You got to feel that they cannot do a damn thing without it at this point in their lives.
Well, that's the other thing with our military. So what happens when you get sent off to a forward operating base overseas, when you go into a battle, that they give them Adderall, right? And so think if you're on that for 9 months straight, and they're going, man, I only slept for like 4 hours a night, blah blah, and they all come back and they're all completely jacked up because they can't get back on a sleep cycle, they can't get back on anything. Right. So what do you do when you come back to the military? Goes, here's sleeping pills,
Oh man,
right? Mm-hmm. Then they give you the sleeping pills that knock your ass out so bad that you got to take another Adderall to wake back up. And then that's where the cycle starts, right?
And now you're hooked.
And then it's all over. And then it's all downhill from there.
Well, I hope y'all, on that note, are hooked to Noonish. Because we're coming with everything every week.
We will help you restore balance.
Man, as soon as you think you know what's going on, man, we're throwing you on a whole different kind. That's right. We're throwing you on a whole nother level.
If you weren't drinking at the beginning of the show, I damn sure guarantee you are right now.
Look, we got death rays, we got the NFL.
Yeah, hell.
We're coming at you, dog, with everything like a fire hose in the face.
Now I'm feeling bad about doing that to little ants now after that.
It's all good, dog. Ain't no death rays no time soon. I ain't inviting that to my house, dog. I tell you that.
Not
okay, how much power I need?
As long as you got that OLED tattoo, you'll be
Hey, you give me 2 weeks of an ice storm, I might just order it. I might just order it, dog. Like, hey, hold on. I might just order it, man. But hey, man.
That's how you charge the tattoo.
TK, bro. Big bro.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all having me on.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. It's been a great show, man. Had a lot of fun again this week, man. I hope y'all were entertained. If you weren't, man, at least I know we were.
CelebritySoftballClassic.org. We'll see you June 12th.
Yeah, y'all check it out, man. Check out the websites we all talked about and TK introduced you to this week, man.
We'll get those out on social media as well.
Come watch MC play in that game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
hey, I'll be
watching like he watching.
Come watch J.A. umpire.
Yeah, no offense, baby. I love you, man. I just want you to rise to the top, baby. Hopefully
he'll be there.
I'm trying to challenge you, baby. I'm trying to challenge you. We don't want Russ. We want Dak here. You know what I'm saying?
No. We're gonna see. Matter of fact, we're gonna have somebody film it from the field when he comes up to bat to see if he can get that ball out of Globe Life Park. He said he can. He said he can. It's slow pitch. We're going to find out.
I absolutely will, and it's on when it's on, baby.
June 12th.
Next week.
Here come the steroids.
It's on when it's on. Thank y'all for joining. Peace. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
I've been feeling the love, I've been feeling the vibe. I hope they can feel all the passion I put in it, and you see it in my eyes. Yeah, I'm coming up, you see the rise. So come out and play, I don't see the need to hide. I feel like I'm the last man standing. 4-5, sitting on my dresser like a band. Oh my, why you scared? There ain't no need to panic. I'm on a wave that could sink the Titanic. Like why? Ain't no need to cut ties. This is not the best time. Aiming for the east or the west side. I rise when I feel a vibe from the nighttime. I slide when she send me pictures of those nice stars. It's a banger when I know that beat got a bass line. Hot line gets a blingin' when they see I'm too live. High on niggas, I stay on the jet. I got a jet, I stay on the quest. I don't wanna rest. That's how you end up like all of the rest. Oh. I've been feeling the love, been feeling the vibe. I hope they can feel all the passion I put in it, and you see it in my eyes. Yeah.